Farm train. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm not here to make a
Transformer
mockery.
Zoo.
I'm not here to make a mockery.
I'm
of
sure
it.
it's the same.
I am here to make a dream come true. Like, dude, I grew up next to Grant's farm. I rode my bike around there all the time, and I was always seeing that tram in the Buffalo Park. I was in the Bison Park. I was always like, that looks like the coolest gig ever.
Hopefully we can get you on that train same day as the Battle of Hastings in costume. No explanation.
Let's do the Battle of Hastings in the Bison Park.
No explanation. Right,
you know what?
right when the battle seems lost, you come rolling in
a train
on the Grant's Farm train off the rails into the LARP situation.
And a tag onto that one is, I would love to see that house. I still haven't seen the house. Y'all been to the house?
That would be cool.
Grant's house?
There's a house. No, like the mansion in there that was owned by the Bush family, or is owned by the Bush family. That's in there. Like it's hidden in the trees. It's in the middle of the Bison Park. But dude, look at the aerial view of it. I want to see that house.
Okay, let's say they will not allow you to do the Grant's Farm train for whatever reason, insurance, whatever. Would you accept doing it at the Museum of Transportation?
Doing what? The train that just goes back and forth?
No, I mean they got a nice track there.
No,
I know it's not the same.
No, this is not the same. I love the Museum of Transportation, but no, that's not the fix I'm looking for.
Okay. All right, so it's got to be specifically. What about the zoo?
No.
Got to be Grant's Farm.
It's not the fix I'm looking for.
Okay.
All right. Well, anybody working, living, owning Grant's Farm, hit us up.
I'm an advocate. I've thrown so many people your way.
It's no one's doubting your loyalty to Grant's Farm, buddy.
Okay.
Well, number 5, and here's one I think might be tough, but we're going to try to make it happen. Host an episode of Jeopardy.
Oh.
So be the Alex Trebek. Hey, good morning, everybody. Hello.
Energy up, dude.
Energy up, dude. Energy up, man.
Energy's so
Ready.
up.
Yeah.
Ready for it. Thursday. Ready to grab this day by the creme.
Big Thursday show, guys. Buckle up.
Apparently
Buckle up, indeed,
Tell
yes.
them what's going on.
Apparently my body.
You want me to set the table?
My body and brain are ready for it, too. I have been up since 2:10.
Why?
I don't know.
Did you cut your hair overnight in the night?
No, it was yesterday. And I woke up at 2:10 and I just sat there.
I got up at 2:10 and cut my hair.
I didn't get up. I woke up and then I just laid there. And
Welcome.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
Me.
Go to sleep.
I hate that.
I hate it too, but apparently I'm ready for the day.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
LFG.
You've never fallen asleep at the wheel, have you?
I'll go ahead and admit that, I think I've had some experiences that I should not have had. I told you I hallucinated that windmill in Canada.
Yeah, I've never fallen asleep at the wheel. I mean, I've come close.
Right.
I've come close enough where I've had to pull over. Like on the side of the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've done that.
And I was hallucinating bugs coming through the windshield.
Yeah, right.
I was like, this is...
No thanks.
No thanks.
I have been driving we were driving from, when was it, Winnipeg? It was something kind of on the east. Maybe it was Toronto. And going way west into BC. And that drive across Canada is so long. Dude, it's just... And there's nothing out there.
And it's nothingness.
There's nothingness. And there's even points where you're just going, and it's like Highway 70, and it just drops into gravel or dirt, like a dirt highway, and then picks back up onto a normal highway. And I was driving, and I had been driving for probably 10 or 11 hours throughout the night. The whole band is sleeping in the van, got a big trailer with all of our gear in the back. And I'm going, and I look up, and I see this thing, and I'm like, wow, what is that in the sea of nothingness? I think I see a huge windmill, and I'm talking like Don Quixote, like
not like a
Dutch windmill,
not like a one of those turbine, wind turbines.
No. I'm talking like there's like a family of blonde people living underneath it, and it's a big wood, almost look like a wicker basket.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm looking at it, and this thing as vivid as you right in front of me.
And this was during the day.
The sun had come up, so it was early morning.
Is that the famous windmill in Banff?
No, I was going, and this thing got closer and closer, and I went, wow. I mean, the detail on this thing was just spectacular. And I went, wow. And I wanted to see it in the mirror, and I look in the mirror, and poof, it vanished. It's not there. And I went, what the heck is going on? And then I looked far ahead of me, way far ahead, and it looked like a tiny little car. And I was like, whoa, another vehicle. I haven't seen another vehicle in a while. I'll probably catch them in another couple minutes. And all of a sudden, I blinked. Mm-hmm. and I opened my eyes, and it was an ambulance in the middle of the road, stopped with a guy out of it, and I swerved and almost hit him.
Oh my god.
And I don't know.
That's bad.
I don't know if that was a hallucination.
That's bad.
It was
Well-
like, it was a, can somebody else drive, please?
Yeah, April is National Distracted Driving Awareness Month, okay?
Fine.
We're in it. We're 3 days into National Distracted Driving Awareness Month. And 1 in 7 Americans have fallen asleep behind the wheel before.
1 in 7?
1 in 7 have fallen asleep at the wheel before.
I'm so not proud of it. I'm so embarrassed that I even let myself get to that point.
Well,
And
thank God.
Oh, dude, I've said so many prayers. Like, I was saved that day. Like, that was something that I was protected from. 'Cause what a stupid thing.
What are we doing to stay awake? We're maybe talking to somebody on the phone. I know Lauren does that
Oh yeah.
almost every morning, right?
Don't threaten me with a long road trip. I will call and we will talk.
Yeah, but don't you talk to your friend
Yeah.
every morning?
Yeah, my best friend and she and I we do Marco Polo.
Marco Polos. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's something.
Right.
Well, before we had phones in the cars, you guys do the old classic hand out the window.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're supposed to hold your debit card out the window.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I tried that.
You've heard that before.
I don't like that game.
Oh, you don't heard that? Oh.
Now it's hold your phone out.
Rafe.
But it used to be hold your credit card
Hold your
out.
credit
I
card
never
out.
heard that.
It'll keep you awake. So you take your credit card, just hold it out the window.
Hold on tight.
Seems like you're just creating 2 problems for yourself.
Yeah. Remember when you lost your watch last year and
Yeah.
somebody got it for you, right?
Oh, it fell off my wrist.
Yeah, I know.
You
See?
lost a watch?
Remember it
You
fell
need
off
to
my
be
wrist
careful.
and somebody from MoDOT picked it up and returned it
Fell off your wrist while you were driving?
while I was driving.
Oh, you had the doors off or something?
He had his debit
No,
card out
I had
the
my
window.
arm out the window. I was tired. I had bought a Breitling watch.
And you were doing the tired thing?
I just had my arm hanging out the window.
Whoa.
And I had tried to take a link out of the watch myself to fit it to my arm, and I
Oh,
didn't.
right.
I didn't screw it in good enough. And the watch fell off,
What a bummer.
and like 17 cars ran over it.
R.I.P. to your watch.
R.I.P. watch. I still have it in a little plastic bag.
Memories.
Yeah,
Cool.
memories of
What not to do.
was. So yeah, you hold your credit card out the window. It'll keep
Okay.
you awake, right? Or your phone.
Or your head. You could Ace Ventura it.
Yeah, you got to tap your head. Boop.
Or your baby or whatever. Whatever. Just
Roll
hold
down
it,
the
whatever you
window,
want.
blast the AC maybe to keep you up, crank the radio. The sound of our voices will keep you awake.
Used to smoke cigs.
To stay awake?
That was a big one for a long time. No one smokes in their car anymore, but that used to be the thing. It's like, if you want to stay up, you're getting tired, just like rip a dart.
Rip a dart.
Chew on ice.
Rip a
That's
dart.
what my mom does. She'll get like a big old thing of ice. Like we've made long road trips. She's chomping it down.
Or, drink coffee, I guess.
Before I drank coffee, I remember my band used to practice over in Belleville. And I was working like 3 or 4 jobs at the time. So I'd be out there until late, and I would come back from there. And I have a distinct memory of learning the lesson that loud music does not always help you stay awake. Because, and I learned, I thought like, oh man, I'll turn on some of my favorite metal. Like super heavy, like I was listening to Zayo and Living Sacrifice and all these like metal bands. And that put me to sleep faster than anything. And
Well,
I-
maybe you get caught up in the rhythm.
In the
and
trance.
it's because I know it, yeah, and
Yeah.
the rhythm. So, and they actually say that kind of music is like the worst to try to stay up, and you need something else like Enya or some other things that has different movements because it actually kind of grabs your mind differently. And man, I mean, it was like a lullaby. Metal music is a lullaby to me if I'm tired.
Yeah, if it's rhythmic and it's repetitive rhythms, it's like a lullaby. It's like somebody rocking you to sleep.
Yep.
Literally
You put on
rocking you to sleep.
Hey.
If you put on music you hate, I bet that would work because it'll annoy you awake.
Yeah.
So if there's a genre you really can't stand, just put it on and be like, what is this? What is this? And just let the rage keep you
Yeah,
going
the
for an
rage
hour.
fuels you.
I just like putting on the simple fix to this is just putting it on cruise control and just taking a little nap for a few minutes.
Dude, you do so much cocaine, so
Yeah, that's true.
you're never tired.
No.
I'm a good overnight
He's
guy.
he's a methamphetamine fiend.
Enthusiast.
Enthusiast, yes.
I've learned to do that in comedy. Driven on a lot, especially early on, you'll take the $500 gig for the weekend that's an 8-hour drive or 9-hour drive, and you're just like, I'll take it. I need the stage time. And you go and, it's much easier to leave on Saturday night right when the gig's over and drive all night than to get caught on the interstate on Sunday afternoon because you'll be so annoyed. You're behind all the Sunday drivers and all the truckers, and it's a nightmare.
I'm a get there. If I got to go overnight, get there as early as I can the next day so I don't lose a whole day in the car.
I've done 2 24-hour drives nonstop.
It's tough.
One was 30-something. It was from northern Vancouver all the way to St. Louis, through the mountains, dragging a trailer with one axle.
That's nuts.
Did not stop. Did not sleep.
Well, if you drink too much coffee, I didn't know drinking too much coffee can actually get you a DUI.
What?
Yeah. So a lawyer in Fort Worth, Texas, is in the news for claiming you could get a DUI from drinking too much coffee. Now, he posted a video about how DUI and DWI don't just mean booze or illicit drugs. If they impair your ability to drive, legal drugs can get you in trouble too. And he specifically mentioned coffee. All right. Here's the lawyer. Here's the lawyer talking about DUI with coffee.
It's a DWI, meaning driving while intoxicated. That intoxicated portion can be alcohol. Now, other substances, including caffeine. Now, let's be honest, we don't see that happen. Somebody has too much caffeine, DWI, but it's a good example of it can be any other substance, meaning it doesn't have to be illegal, it doesn't have to be prescribed or prescribed to somebody else, nothing like that. That impairs or intoxicates you, you can be arrested for DWI.
Hey, if you got 10 Red Bulls in your system and you're driving like a maniac, they could pinch you for it.
He's got to be using that as an example for Xanax and weed and
a guy in California got pulled over in 2015 for driving erratically. Caffeine was the only thing in his system, charged for DUI. Now, they eventually dropped the charge after they couldn't prove there was enough caffeine in the system to be intoxicated from it. But in theory, yes, you could get a DUI for having, one too many espressos. Now, with drinking a lot of coffee comes the bubble guts. Am I right?
Hell yeah.
Am I right?
Everybody say, hell yeah.
If you're tired to drink some coffee and you're maybe on a road trip or wherever, or maybe you're sitting in a studio in Creve Coeur on the second floor.
Yeah, maybe she is. Okay. Maybe she
building
is.
in City Place. I'm not specifically talking about you.
I know where
you
this
don't
is
drink
going.
coffee.
I do. I have one cup of coffee in the morning.
Are you drinking coffee right now?
No, I'm drinking my hot Gwyneth Paltrow lemon water.
But did you drink your coffee yet?
Yes.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
And you're having indigestion problems.
I am having a little bit of a stomach issue this morning, yes. Thank you.
Have you ever heard of putting leaves in the gutter?
No.
What is that? What is that?
No. What is this? What do you mean?
Putting leaves in the gutter.
Because you're a professional broadcaster. We're on the air.
Yeah.
Can I guess what I think this is?
What if you can't run out?
This is making my stomach hurt more right now.
What if you can't run out of the studio? What if a bathroom is unavailable?
Well, then it's going to be the first time that this group of humans watching our YouTube stream is seeing a woman crap her pants in the studio.
Well, that's why you got to put some leaves in the gutter. What do you think this is, Rafe?
I think this is when you bust off some sheets of TP and you line the lining of your proverbial gutter just in case, just a little bit of leakage in case you get caught in a jam.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I second it.
Because then you'll be taking the wet leaves out of the gutter when you get to the bathroom.
You know what I think it might be, now that I'm thinking about it? I think we're not talking about plumbing. I think we're talking about inner plumbing. And it's if you think you're going to get the bubble guts from all the coffee and whatever else, then you better get some potassium or banana or something to plug you up at the same time.
Okay, interesting. So you're
It's the opposite for me.
So yours is a preemptive strike.
Right? I mean, that's instead of,
Rafe is in case an emergency happens.
Yeah.
Make a nest
Would
in your
anyone like
pants.
to
And mine's
fashion a
actually
guess?
sticking leaves up your rear end to block it all.
He's a nature man.
No, it's a metaphor.
Oh, darn it. Okay.
So what do you think it is? What do you think it means?
I mean,
Put some leaves in the gutter.
Rafe's idea is pretty dang spot on, and I also like moons. I'd go, but I'm going to go with Rafe on that one. I think it's got to be you're lining yourself up, keeping yourself nice and dry.
Would you like to fashion a guess?
I'm seconding what Rafe is saying. I think you're making a nest all up in your pants.
Rafe
like
is,
a butt napkin?
Rafe
Yeah.
is 100% exactly correct.
Wow.
A butt napkin?
I've never heard of this term before.
Leaves
so
in the gutter.
put some leaves in the gutter.
This seems like it would be worse.
You guys know who Scott Van Pelt is?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, he's great. He's on ESPN. He's the bald guy, glasses.
Okay.
Look him up. You know, he's been on ESPN forever. Would you say, besides Stephen A. Smith, he's probably their number one guy when it comes
Really?
to.
What about Pat McAfee?
Yeah, but he's
And
like
Jim
Scott
Rome.
Van Pelt, like calls stuff. He's sits behind the desk at Sports Center.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never seen this person.
You've never seen? Oh, he's been on ESPN forever.
Yeah, he got a freckle
He was a
head.
coach?
He
Who
looks
is
like a
that guy?
coach.
He looks like a coach.
He got that freckly head, dude.
Oh,
I
I've
think
never
I've
seen this
mixed
guy.
him up with other bald guys with glasses,
He got into a
unfortunately.
fight with.
He did Sports Center for a long time, and now he's got his own show.
He does
been
a
around
lot of
a while.
things. He does a lot of things. I think
Yeah,
he
he's
got
been
into a
around a
fight
long
with
time.
Joe Buck, I think, last year. Anyway,
Physical?
a verbal jousting match. So he was on. Scott Van Pelt was on the New Heights podcast with Travis and Jason Kelsey, and so he explained that he was having a rough day on set. So he's on the set. I think it was Sports Center, and the kind of rough day. Stomach's acting up. And you feel like something's brewing. You got the bubble guts. It's something you don't want to feel when you're on live TV.
Sure.
So he even told his colleague, this guy, Mark Schlereth, whose nickname happens to be Stink. he turned to him during, I guess, a commercial break or right before they went on, and he said, "Hey, man, there is a decent chance I might lose control of my bowels on the air." Which is something that Learn says to us daily.
Pretty frequently before. Well, I always like to preface, like when I'm, because I do have a lot of stomach issues. I'm always like, hey, if I got to run out of here, just know everything's fine. I'm just having a little bubble gut situation.
Right.
Trying to save everybody.
And I would say of the 5 days a week we're on the air, 3 to 4 days this is declared.
It's true. I've only had to do it a couple of times, and it's been fine. I mean,
You know what? Learn from now on, if I see you run out of the room, this is what I'm assuming.
Perfect.
Anyway.
This is all I've been wanting you to say to me.
You don't need to
Announce.
You don't need to announce.
I love you. Perfect. Thanks.
So I'm assuming that you need to run.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you at all times have bubble guts. So Scott Van Pelt is having the ooh,
And I assume you always have leaves in the gutter.
Thank you.
Yes.
So Van Pelt is like, ooh, man, turns to Mark and goes, there's a chance, man. It's gonna happen. It's gonna go down.
Mm-hmm.
So Mark Schlereth, ever the veteran, calmly gave him some advice that was equal parts weird and equal parts genius. He told Scott Van Pelt, it's fine. You just need to put some leaves in the gutter.
Okay. What a great friend.
And Scott Van Pelt, who also has never heard of this expression, he went, huh? What does that even mean? And he explained, you take a big wad of toilet paper, you ball it up, and you stick it in your butt crack.
Got it.
It's basically like a makeshift diaper.
That's awesome.
And you know what? That day, Scott Van Pelt put some leaves in the gutter.
That's
He
great.
followed his advice. Scott admitted, yes, I put some leaves in the gutter during that show. But thankfully, nothing came out. Crisis averted. Still, he passed along the pro tip to the audience listening to Travis and Jason Kelsey, and I pass it along to you as well, Riz Show audience. If you find yourself in a similar predicament, just put some leaves in the gutter.
I like this.
Yeah.
And I also like the admitting of it, because I'll tell you what, I was watching like Nikki Glaser host the Golden Globes, and I do this pretty often with celebs and things. I'm going, how are they not? And pro athletes, I'm like, how are they not getting the performance anxiety and just crapping themselves? Like, we never hear about it, right? Have we ever heard about a host of a big award show or the star quarterback of a team during the Super Bowl? Like, these big moments, the pressure that these people can work through is why they are the pros.
Well, yes, there have been instances where we've seen pro athletes vomit,
right.
where pro athletes have had to change their pants.
Yeah.
Where we've seen there is a toilet on the sideline.
That's great. I didn't know that. That makes all the difference to me. I would love there to be a toilet on the sideline of every moment of my life.
Me too.
Like, if you guys could have only known, like, before last year going out on stage with Limp Bizkit, how much I was freaking out and thinking I am going to crap myself. I honestly, like, I ran to the green room bathroom, like, before I went out there. Like, every little thing that I've ever done performance-wise.
Had led up to that moment.
No, like, I have always had, like, before the adrenaline kicks in.
And that's not unusual.
It's not, but it's the worst.
It's the show poops.
It is the worst.
The show poops. And I feel, but also as I've gotten older, it's gotten to be more of an issue. Whereas, like, whenever I was younger, that never happened. I was just like,
It's
get me out
totally
there.
psychosomatic.
For sure.
Like, it's once you're out there, you're fine.
Right. Or adrenaline takes over your body.
Once you're out there, it is totally psychosomatic. Mm-hmm. Why do you think they have a bathroom right next to the stage of the pageant?
God bless them. I know. Yeah, it's just for the performance.
How many pre-performance poops have been taken into that thing?
It's a blacklight bathroom, too. There's no actual light in there. You can't turn it on.
Like, if you're at the pageant looking at the stage, on the right side of the stage, there's a room off to the corner. And it's a bathroom. It's a one-seater. It's a one-seater bathroom.
It's right by the sound guy.
Right by the sound guy.
Yeah.
So when in doubt, if you think you're going to have a problem, put some leaves in the gutter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got her up.
Which leads me to this next thing, because
Didn't
there
notice
was
that it was stinky when you grabbed my sunglasses for the Fred Durst thing.
I know,
Glad
I was-
you confirmed that.
Oh, you were
Toots
farting
magoots. No, it's just like, I think it was just like seeping out of my pores. Like,
Oh,
I know. Disgusting. So nervous.
what?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's the truth.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm happy for your honesty.
I'm sweating out my poop.
Don't tell Fred I poop.
Fred, I'm sorry.
I'm happy for your honesty. And you know what? It happens. Like, let's go back on the road. We're back on the road. Long road trip. And you got to go. Mm-hmm. Have you ever used a bottle to pee in?
No, because I don't have a wiener.
Yeah, but
We would have to use like a big gulp cup. That's a better question for a woman. Have you ever had to big gulp in your car?
Hey, they got the little urinal
They got,
thing
like, the
for you
funnel.
guys now.
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
seen that?
One of my buddies, when she
Chewy.
went to China, she was over there for business. And before she went, somebody told her, like, hey, all of the toilets in China that you may run into are like holes in the ground. She's like, so you need to have like this funnel thing so it's a little easier for you.
Okay, so let's go over our options.
Okay.
Let's say you have to go emergency number 2.
Yeah.
Emergency. What are the worst? Let's list the worst places to go.
Great. I have them. I've had
Okay,
these.
what is the worst restroom number 2 option for you?
broken door? Like, are we talking like scenario? Okay, like
No, like location. Porta potty's got to be the worst.
well, yeah, that's the
Porta
worst.
potty's got to be the worst.
And keep.
Can we
all of it
agree
at home.
upon that?
Yeah.
Like if you gotta pinch one off at a pinch.
But I will say that, like, seeing a porta potty on the side of a road instead of having to, like, go be in the tick infested tall grass where the bears are, I will choose the porta potty, I guess. Because to me, I'm like, sometimes when I'm in a situation and I'm like, all right, there's ticks over there, there's snakes, you're probably going to get eaten by a mountain lion. Like, I have all these ideas in my head about animal wildlife that's going to get me in my most vulnerable state. So I would take the nasty
All right,
construction
Moon,
worker porta potty.
pull up a Word document on the big screen here. I'm going to give you 6 places, and we'll have to put these places in order as far as the worst places to use the bathroom. Okay? Porta potty, public park toilet,
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those can vary. Holy
restroom.
crap.
We'll order these up. Restroom at crowded concert, gas station bathroom, toilet on bus or train, toilet on bus or train, airplane bathroom. That's 6. That's 6.
Well, I mean, I can already.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go from the worst.
Worst or best case scenario?
Okay, so you want to go best case scenario first?
I think we go best case, and I will bring to the Senate floor number 6, gas station bathroom. Out of these, best case scenario, gas station bathroom because
Wait, is the worst?
is the best case scenario out of these 6. It's indoors. Some of them, depending on the gas station, not the worst I've ever seen.
It all depends on the gas station, obviously.
It does depend on the gas station.
And it depends on...
I'd say the same for, well, no.
It also depends on the proximity to a large city.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
I mean, if there's one thing that varies more than others, it's the gas station bathroom, followed by the public park toilet.
I would say followed by the crowded concert.
Public park toilet is interesting because, like, it's always wet in there and
those are the
gross,
second.
no air.
Porta potty's number 1 as far as the worst. Public park toilet is the second.
I agree.
Especially
Well, public
if it's
park-
a swimming pool involved.
Public park.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
you're
Public
right.
park, you could be talking from anything from Kirkwood Park to Forest Park to the freaking National Forest.
They all
now.
have the same feel to
Well,
them.
but the National Forest is like a porta potty that's permanent, that it has that forever, like a bear died in there, and people have been pooing on a bear for 35 years.
No
I mean,
mirrors, too.
I mean, it is just
Yeah, they
like
stink.
fly heaven.
At a public park toilet, it's as if they took the walls of the porta potty off and put like a permanent structure around it.
Yeah, they just said,
And
hey,
that was good enough.
hey, how
what I
about
was
a
gonna-
big porta potty that's never cleaned?
Yes, a public park toilet is just a porta potty that never moves.
And dangerous, by the way. I always feel strange going in because there's never anybody in there, but you think there's somebody in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're about a 50-50 chance of a sex offender.
Well,
being
yeah,
in there.
the park is empty, but for some reason, as soon as you went in there and discovered that the lock is broken, you start hearing sounds outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's like somebody's crunching leaves or walking around the bathroom.
Is it an
Right.
animal?
Where were they a moment ago?
Is it a man or
is
an
it a man?
animal?
Where did they come from?
Okay, so let's agree. The porta potty's the worst.
Right.
Okay, we've gone the other
Okay.
way. We've
Clean
decided
porta
to go the
potty
other
is
way.
okay. If you're
Well, we're
the
just-
first person.
Yeah.
I've had some okay porta
That's
potties.
not 6. Porta potty's 1. 1 being the worst. Right?
Oh, this is the worst?
one.
Sorry.
Rave confused everybody.
No,
So
I
one-
suggested something and then you didn't do it.
So 1 is the worst, sorry.
1 is the worst. Okay.
Got it. Okay, so porta potty's up there. Can we say? I
Hold
mean,
on a second. I feel like you guys are not taking any kind of public embarrassment into account here. Yes, physically, number 2 is obviously the, where did it go? Public park toilet. As far as being hot, stinky, gross, but you're almost always alone. Like it's a shame you suffer solo. Some of these, you're risking it all for
Like-
somebody to just catch you in a compromising position.
You like
I
Porta potty
disagree.
locks.
like the bus.
The park bathroom always has the screens where people
Okay.
can hear you, and it's very quiet because you're in a park. And so everybody can hear you just blowing a dump,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah.
In the public park?
In the public park. And you're like ruining children's day.
But
Yeah, it's a
even
window
if it's even
with
if
like a bird nest.
even if it's secluded, it still has a nastiness to it.
The lighting is bad. There's
And you have
spiders
to- if you have to-
everywhere.
now we're talking. You have to go number 2. This is not. I'm taking
Oh,
the
yeah.
wins.
You have to sit
100%.
down.
You have to
This is a
put
sit
your
down.
you have to put your ass on the.
Great. So
Yeah.
now let me factor in off Broadway, St. Louis, men's room, no doors,
I know.
Yeah. those
just
are the
toilets.
Same as the women's. Very high.
And now I'm giving you, Scott Rizzuto, an opportunity. We got a crowded off Broadway, standing room only concert. Hey, some Riz Show fans are here. Gotta go. You're gonna go in off Broadway and drop a bare deuce, knees out, knees out,
they can see who you are in there.
the sinks are past the toilets, so you have to walk past the toilets to even wash your hands.
Dude, you know what? That's
And
a
you're
great
facing
point.
out. So now your knees out, your boys are out. You're trying to tuck under the rim and do dirty, dirty business.
Loud,
dirty, dirty
dirty,
toilet.
Or
nasty
I'd be like,
business
hey,
is
there's
happening.
actually a porta potty outside.
Okay. Also.
What would you choose?
But it's dangerous sometimes out there.
Okay.
because this
Crowded,
matters.
crowded concert. You know, there's fecal matter everywhere, and
You're right, dude. As soon I was thinking Riverport, and
Exactly.
as soon as you said like a small rock club,
It's like the gas
remembered
station
all of
argument.
them.
It depends on which club you're at.
You're right,
Right.
dude.
They're nightmares.
That's
You're right.
That's
They are
true.
true nightmares.
But also,
you know,
I
there's pee all over the seat.
like,
Oh,
remember
yeah.
Creepy Crawl? That bathroom?
oh, the one hole,
Oh, dude. What,
the creepy crawl, the original
yeah,
creepy
where it
crawl
had like
bathroom.
no toilet seat or anything.
There was
and-
blood everywhere
No,
sometimes.
20. What was the one?
Yeah, there's fluids everywhere.
There's just fluids everywhere.
What was
Never
the one?
been clean.
It changed, but it was like 2720 Cherokee or something
Yeah,
like that.
2720
The
Cherokee.
toilets faced each other.
Oh, a duel?
There was literally in the men's room 2 toilets,
prison toilets? That's great.
no doors, faced each other. So you could be going toe to toe with another emergency, because no one's doing that
You're
unless
right.
it's an emergency.
I would take a porta potty well before a crowded concert.
too,
in
dude.
this case.
Me too.
Should we flop those?
I think maybe we should flop it.
Okay.
Crowded concert. Should we say crowded rock concert? Because we're talking about like small.
Also,
clubs.
hey, you could throw in a sporting event toilet as well, because those get gnarly.
At least those close.
Come late into the game.
Yeah.
What are we calling this list? The worst places to poo?
Worst places to poo.
But also, if you're brave enough, and I've mentioned this before, but my uncle, is a Vietnam vet, tough guy. They went to a NASCAR thing, and the bathrooms are packed, but there was one stall with no door, and he had to go. And so he's just so used to going in front of everybody that he just went in there. He probably had the cleanest toilet of
God bless
everyone.
him.
Yeah, you just go.
Yeah, and he just went, looking at people as they walk past, whatever.
Yeah, we're not all hardened Vietnam veterans, though.
All right.
I would say after.
I would say crowded concert, then porta potty, then public park toilet. Can we
Really?
agree upon that?
Yeah,
When's the last time you've been in a porta potty that didn't seem fairly clean?
I don't know,
It's
man.
been,
Here's the thing about
Like a
the public
festival.
When
park.
we were doing work on the farm.
You're right, I forgot about that.
When we were doing work on the farm, we had to put a porta potty onto the property, and it was only used by like 6 people.
yeah.
And still, it was nasty.
Oh, really?
It was still. It's
Okay.
still. And you know what? A porta potty at night.
Oh, yeah.
You ever been into a porta potty at night?
Yeah, you got to use your light.
It's horrible.
You might as well
it's a
just
nightmare.
throw up outside.
It's horrible.
It's horrible in there. Okay, so crowded concert, porta potty, public park toilet, and then next one has to be bus or train, right? Although train ones are okay for the most part. Bus, we're talking Greyhound. We're talking that type of bus.
And what does that mean? It's just like a normal, it's just an airplane
It's like an
bathroom.
airplane bathroom that is not cleaned as often.
Oh, no.
And it's usually even smaller, and it's much rockier. You know what I mean? Like you're ooh, you're kind of moving around. And they hit the brakes or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just an unpleasant place. It's a last
You wouldn't put
an
gas
emergency.
station bathroom after public park toilet?
gas station is the top for me.
Same. I think you got a better shot. Average-wise, for every small mom and pop disgusting gas station bathroom, there's at least 5 Loves and Quick Trips.
Yep.
And places where it's almost tolerable.
Yeah, Wally's and Flying
Truck stop
J and all
bathrooms
those.
are clean.
Truck stop
They take
bathrooms
pride
are-
in it. If
Yeah,
you're
they're
going to
great.
like a big one,
They're great.
Jeremy, on the instant feedback, I got one for you. The Porta John in the cell phone lot at Lambert.
Oh,
Never,
never changed out.
I've never been in there. I didn't even know that was an option.
Lambert strikes again.
So you're okay. So gas station bathroom, as far as all these go, I would say the airplane bathroom is the cleanest.
And nobody can
I don't know.
hear
Most
you in
fun.
there because it's in the back. You're by the.
that's why it's 5.
To me, I don't find
And you've got
airplane
the
bathroom bad.
airplane noise going on.
Right.
I'm not worried about
And it
any of
already
that.
smells bad, so nobody
Yeah, but you
cares.
still have to do the walk of shame. You never know.
Who's in line?
The flight attendants are back there rummaging about while you're stinking up the back.
And there
of the
could be a
plane.
line.
Yeah.
Could be a line when you come out, and then you gotta like, you literally gotta touch knees and nipples or butt
Oh, yeah.
with somebody as you like walk past doing your walk of shame. At least in the truck stop gas station, like you're never gonna walk out and make eye contact with the trucker and get judged. You'll be like, I get it, brother. I'm on my 3rd thermos of coffee. You know what I mean? Like there's a kindred spirit there.
And there's like deniability where I don't have to look at the faces
Yes.
or the experience
Yeah,
of the
wait it
people
out.
that have touched the sink before me. I'm weird about like touching sinks. I'm not a
In
fan.
10 minutes, I'll be 15 miles away from this place.
Right, and an airplane.
Good point, dude. That's why it's last. You get to drive away from the scene of the crime immediately.
That's
Exactly.
There's
And-
nowhere else you get to do that on this list.
In an
That's
airplane,
true.
I'm seeing the nastiness of the 3 or 4 hours of people that have probably also touched that little button, the little squirt button thing for the sink. Yeah.
Yeah, in the airplane, they could be a row in front of you for the next 3 hours.
Right.
I guess but you're also around strangers, so like,
But those strangers just timed me.
I know,
Because
but
they
who
saw me
cares? You're
go
never
in
gonna
there.
see 'em
And
again.
now I was in there for 11 minutes, and now they can get up and go to the bathroom. They timed me. Gas stations.
Don't you just apologize, everyone? Like, hey, sorry, guys. A lot of things happening here. Sorry.
You better get it out of the way now. I'll be in there for 20 minutes.
All right, so crowded concert, porta potty, public park toilet,
Prison.
Oh God.
bus or
Prison
train,
should be on this list, by the way.
Better
We don't really have
wine,
a
though.
choice.
airplane, and then gas station bathroom.
I think this is I think this is right.
Let it be known.
Because the other porta potty public toilet is probably the toughest argument here, but I'm with you. Like, at least the public park toilet, it's where the poop lands is further away. Mm-hmm. It's because they dig it deep. On the porta potty, man, once it's been there for a minute, there's like a layer of toilet paper that's at the top, just holding everything on the surface. And you look down. Don't ever look down in there, dude. You're trying not to pee. Oh,
You don't want splashback.
every time you pee on the pile, it releases like the fecal cloud up into the air, and it's such a small. I mean, the public park toilet's an enclosed space, but it usually has like a foot of screen up top or open air. Like the porta potty is just a hot box of like fecal juice, dude. It's
With the public park toilet also, sometimes they'll build a box and it's like put a toilet seat on top of it.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Or like the metal toilet. And the stupid tissue paper is always wet.
It's
It's always moist.
And
Like,
what do
am
you
I
do?
supposed to do? And it's thin.
And what's the first thing you do when you sit down? You have to look in the hole.
I know.
You have to look in there.
I just
Gotta.
reach in there.
Because
Well, there's
there's
spiders.
spiders. Yeah, I mean,
snakes.
you're making sure
Roaches.
that you're not sitting on a web. But in that process, you're also looking down to the abyss of nastiness.
Who knows what's down there?
Of
Man.
just
And there probably
hell.
is a snake in there anyway.
For
you know?
sure.
Like,
For
it's
sure. And
just
he's
waiting.
asking
And-
for you for help.
And the nightmare with a nice, fresh, new porta potty is that there might be a couple little floaters in there. Then you go and a little splashback. Boop.
Oh,
Come on
splashback.
now. Come on now. You stop that.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a long splashback.
Oh.
Well, yeah, like you said, the public park ones that are kind of like in the woods, like state parks.
Yeah, they're made of the sandstone brick.
Right, exactly, and all it is a floor chimney.
Dude, I'm there right now.
With the seat
I
up.
can
smell
feel
it,
the
too.
sandstone brick. I can smell all
And
of
it almost smells like moss.
yeah.
It's a different planet.
Like moss, must, and duty.
Like I imagine if we land on I don't know, Neptune or some random planet, and they're like, we found out what this other planet smells like.
Yeah.
It would smell like that, a state park bathroom, because it's there's nothing else like it. It's just
A trail
its
bathroom
own
smells
thing.
like you woke up and you're in the wolf's den. You're in an animal's den
Right,
because
yeah,
it has an
you know
animalistic smell. Where
Yeah, yeah. You know you're in a dangerous
I
place.
expect to see like skeletons all around me. Like, oh,
Exactly.
I'm in the bear cave. I got to get out of here before the bear comes.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
So are they trying to encourage us to go outside and not waste our time? And
I don't know what they're trying to encourage. Nobody's trying to encourage anything.
We're just wanting to make a list.
I just wanted to make a list. That's it.
And that's the other thing too. If the public park toilet is absolutely disgusting, you have the option to do the tree lean, to grab the toilet paper out of there and just go do your own. You
Right.
can't do that. A porta potty is
If
going to
it's
be a
in there.
crowded event.
If it's in there. And that's
It's
the
in
other
there.
issue too, is that's probably the
At least
most,
there's a backup plan.
Right. The
You go.
least-
You got a line of porta potties at a concert or like some event. There's typically other people around. You're not going to be able to go and be like, "This is so gross. I'd rather poop outside."
But,
you
but
get
with
it.
that, you can like call somebody, text somebody, or even knock and say like, "Hey, do you guys have toilet paper over here?" If you're out of toilet paper,
That's true.
the public, the state park thing, most likely to not have toilet paper, and then your options are the oak leaves. You know what I mean? Then you're just looking around for maple trees.
Oh, God.
Leaves in the gutter.
If
Full
it's
circle.
If it's the fall, I mean, all those crumbly
gosh.
leaves. Oh, no.
yeah.
They're crackling and breaking.
And you got to grab the evergreen trees, and man, that's work.
I've never
You ever
done
try to
that.
wipe your butt with pine needles? That's work, brother. That's work. That's
I
all. You got to
never-
take a whole
A
branch.
broom.
He's got to take a
never
whole branch, and it's like the Swiffer thing you used to clean your blinds.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
You're using one of those.
Only
I
one
never
direction.
have wiped my ass with a evergreen branch.
Me neither.
We never took a pine cone to your bunghole, man.
Bring me the nearest fur.
No.
by the way, somebody just said that the splashback is called Poseidon's Kiss.
I've heard it called Neptune's kiss.
That's so good, dude. That's so good. Oh my gosh. Did public park toilet just move down? It has to. Come on.
I just
No
tweeted
way.
out the
I'm
list.
moving it. I'm moving it.
No way.
I just tweeted out the list.
Come on, porta potties have options.
No. Porta potty's still number
God.
2.
You think so?
The blue splashback from either a airplane toilet or a porta potty.
The blue kiss is worse than the, because you're not going to get Poseidon's kiss at a, you're not going to get that at a public. You're not going to get Neptune's smooch at You're not getting Neptune's smooch at a public park toilet because they dig them deep. You get him at a porta potty. You brought this up. You brought this on yourself.
Poseidon's kiss.
Poseidon's kiss.
Yeah, right, dude?
No, because in my mind, I'm imagining.
You imagine the
Like when it tried out, just like just coming,
trident poop?
just head coming out of.
Oh my gosh.
Little mud monster coming up from underneath.
King Triton.
A little mud monster just popping up. He's got blue skin and he's just like kisses you right on your ball bag.
Dude, you should. Riz, I just sent you a nice video from Instagram, or on Instagram there.
Stop it.
Oh, man.
You are Percy Jackson.
Oh, man.
That is ridiculous.
That's actually how you become Aquaman, dude. That's how
That's your
Aquaman-
baptism.
That's how Aquaman became Aquaman, but they changed it for the movie.
He loves it.
Okay, stop it.
That's good.
All right, moving on. But at least we set this list and we've.
Someone's puckered up there.
Settled.
This is definitive, by the way.
Oh, you want to know what America said?
Oh, please.
America said porta potties the worst. Followed by gas station bathroom, public park, crowded concerts, buses and trains, and then airplane bathroom.
They say airplane's the best.
Yes, of all of them.
They didn't take. That's clearly a no public interaction was taken into account when they made that list. There's no way.
It's like they've never been to a rock club or Wally's.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, how about a bathroom at a beach?
I take that as
like
a
Ventura
public,
or
Like
Santa
Sandy.
Monica.
That's public park.
Yeah.
That counts.
public park.
And those are like homes for homeless.
Not like the pool. Not a pool
No,
bathroom.
no, I'm talking about like, you go to Santa Monica or Venice Beach and you have those
Those are the worst bathrooms
little
of all
toilets
time.
that are all metal and it's just really
Those are
gross
horrible.
and always somebody coming out with like a needle from their arm and they're like,
Oh,
Yeah,
homeless
that's-
people live there?
Oh my gosh! Like that. Those are the famous meetups for deals, weird things happening. I mean, that is last resort. You go in and buy a drink at the local bar to use their bathroom before you use it.
Nobody's going in there to pee. You only go in there if you have to go number 2. Even still, you just go in the...
it's a beautiful man.
Did you just make that?
Yeah.
That's
Moon
right.
just
Please tweet
AI
that
just
out.
created a Poseidon coming out of the toilet kissing your beehole. Smoochies. Hey, speaking of the beach, we're always encouraging kids to be outside and off their tablets, right? Mm-hmm. Get off your tablet, get outside, do something. I hate when you're inside just swiping away on YouTube, right? So, hey, hit the beach.
Yep.
We live in Southern California.
Get out there.
I mean, we don't, but in this particular situation, over the weekend, a 15-year-old girl was out swimming. I think she was in San Diego. She was attacked out of nowhere by a sea lion. Not like a playful nibble or a little bump, like an actual legit attack. Mm-hmm. And these are normally like docile creatures.
Well, if you leave them be.
So she was swimming.
Oh, she's swimming. Oh, yikes.
Sea lion just latched onto her leg.
Ooh.
And you're thinking, oh, what a cute little sea lion. No. Here's the wild part. Lifeguards had to jump into action to rescue her. They said the sea lion was super aggressive, which is pretty rare for sea lions. Usually they're just, chilling on the rocks, barking at each other, not turning into the ocean's version of Cujo.
But they are. I mean, they're the dogs of
Yeah,
the sea.
they are.
So there's bound to be ones that are mean.
Well, apparently when sea lions eat fish, sometimes they're exposed to like these toxic algae blooms, and it can mess with their behavior, making them act all erratic and act all aggressive. So basically, this sea lion might have been like ocean drunk.
Sea rabies.
Yeah.
Yep.
It
Rabies
has
of the
something to
sea.
do. It has something to do with this algae and this. They get poisoned by it, and they just get all crazy.
Oh, sure. Sure, you've been drinking algae. I didn't mean to do it. I've been
it's
drinking
not my first day on
algae.
the force.
I can handle my algae. We're worried about you, Phil. Well, don't be.
So now we got sea lions to worry about. And here's another one of these stories with, hey, kids, we like that you're outside, but don't be outside near me. A woman from Melbourne, Florida is facing serious charges after she allegedly pointed a gun at two boys who were fishing in a pond near her backyard. Remember we had the story a couple months ago about the
Yes.
guy that, snapped the kid's fishing pole and, threatened to beat him up. And these were like 13, 14-year-old kids who were
Right.
just fishing in the backyard. Same thing happened with this situation, but it was even worse. A woman had a gun. According to the arrest report, this 59-year-old woman spotted the boys fishing behind her house, decided to take matters in her own hands. She grabbed what was later identified as a long black pellet gun, but you couldn't tell, pointed it at the kids, and ordered them to lie on the ground. She threatened them, saying that she would, quote, blow their heads off if they moved. She had these kids at gunpoint for 5 minutes on the ground.
Oh, my
5
God.
minutes. And here's how the situation ended. So this woman's named Donna. It ended when Donna's husband came outside and went, hey, Donna. Imagine what this guy's got to deal with all the time.
Yeah. Donna's a pistol.
Imagine what this guy's got to deal with. His wife's got two boys who were just fishing out in the backyard at gunpoint on the ground.
Overreaction, Donna. Big time.
Husband's like, oh, there she goes again. And got Donna all wound up. Thankfully, nobody was physically harmed, but two other kids who witnessed the incident, backed up the boy's story when the deputies arrived. Donna actually called 911 herself, saying that she was petrified. She was petrified that the boys were being all, teenage boy-like, doing bad things. Rapscallions, if you would.
Ooh.
She was arrested, taken to jail. She was now facing 2 charges of aggravated assault, 2 charges of false imprisonment. So again, another one of these stories of, hey, kids, get outside and do something, but not near me. Don't be near me. We have a pond behind our house. These kids, no.
You wouldn't be upset?
Of course
Yeah.
not. I like seeing it.
Good.
I like seeing the kids fishing outside. It's cool, I think. They're not bothering anybody. They're not doing anything wrong. Like, you see what they're doing. They're outside. They're touching grass. You tell the kids to touch grass all the time. They're touching grass.
Being kids.
They're being kids. Well, speaking of kids being kids, this is another story out of Florida. I think we may have talked about this, but now it's official. A former principal and teacher are in big trouble after hosting a party where they say about 100 to 200 of their students showed up. Underage drinking, marijuana use, fights breaking out. This is the principal of an elementary school and a teacher. House party, guys, January 19th at this home in Cocoa Beach. She called it the White Lie Party. 100 to 200 students from various schools showed up. And now the principal's in big trouble. Child neglect, 5 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor, hosting an open house party. She's looking at 5 years in prison. Cool teacher.
Cool teach.
Cool
The
teacher.
white lie.
The
party.
White Lie Party. Yeah, if your parents ask you where you were,
I was at Principal Harrison's house.
No, don't say that.
Oh.
Say you were somewhere else. The white lie party. So the principal and a teacher. Yeah, it's crazy. So she's looking at 5 years in prison. Just for trying to fit in, trying to be cool.
How do you invite, like, what are you doing? I mean, I'm just thinking, like, I didn't want to party with my principal ever. They were, like, the lamest people, right? So, like, how are you hand selecting kids to come party with you? Like, oh, hey, Angela, I got a party coming up.
I think it was put out on Facebook. Next thing you know, all these kids
Put
are
out
at the
on
house.
Facebook.
And all these kids are at the house and
The young people aren't on Facebook.
whatever. How do they Snapchat?
Sure.
I don't know, man. It
Are they
was
Snapchatting?
Phone tree.
my principal had a pool and a grandson that was like approximately my age, so it was weird. We'd go swim and he'd like be drinking a beer on the weekend, and I always remember being like, Mr. Valerius is drinking a beer, dude.
Super weird.
He's a cool guy. He didn't like insert himself too much in what we were doing. He was just like, but he's like walking around doing dad stuff, like leaf blower, holding a bush,
But
like
did he-
blowing leaves on the.
But
up
did
against the
he
fence.
have kids your age that were in the pool with you?
Yes,
Okay, so that's
grandkids.
not- and you went to school with the grandkids?
Yeah, they were
Okay,
like
so that's the
approximately-
connection.
Yeah, there was like you're friends with the kid. You're over there. It just happens to be your principal's house because he had a pool.
Right.
It's like his grandpa. Or
But
something.
it's still weird to see.
It was
you know,
just even that was kind of weird to see him drinking a beer on the weekends. Because you used to see him in like a suit and tie yelling
now
at you in the hallway
it would be weird if you were at the principal's house.
for a kegger.
Well, not just for a kegger, but even a pool party, and the principal didn't have any kids that were your friends.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
that would be super weird.
That was my
Super
point. Is
weird.
like I had a reason to be there. Still was kind of strange to just see them fish out of water like that. So I can't imagine like him being like, "Hey, when the grandkids leave, you hang out, and we're gonna have. I'll show you what a real party is." Like,
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah, and this principal was cool with underage drinking, marijuana use. All good, man. Cool principal.
Heck yeah.
And now she's going to be looking at 5 years in prison for what she did. Whoops.
Do you think what's going on? Is this the movies? Is this the cool substitute teacher movies? That is this Gangsta's Paradise and this, you know, the Keanu Reeves coming in and saving the inner city kids. They give these like people delusions of grandeur. when
No,
they're
this
trying to-
seems like-
what makes people want not just be okay with like, hey, when you're a teacher, the kids are probably going to think you're a dork and not like you.
No,
So
this
weird.
is Cocoa Beach, Florida. So this sounds like suburbs.
Cocoa Beach.
Sounds like a
like
suburban
what is
thing.
motivating these teachers to want to prove their coolness so hard to children?
Youth fighting.
That's what do you think that's it?
Maybe.
I don't
I
get
don't
what the
know.
motivation is.
Feel like it's been happening probably the same amount forever.
Yeah.
We're
It's just
hearing
like,
about it.
yeah, we're hearing about it because people are like, yo, this is freaking weird.
But when it does happen, what's the motivation?
Well, back in the day, they would say like, "Well, we just wanted to have, the kids are partying. We just wanted to be at a place that's safe."
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this particular situation, one kid was vomiting on the front lawn and shaking violently.
Yeah, at least he's safe.
But they weren't driving, Riz.
That's right. Hey,
Yeah, we
I think with some of these situations, it's that we're getting older. We're feeling that a touch. What are the kids doing today? You know,
I don't want to know.
I think
Just
it's
let 'em
like-
what's going
do
on with
their
the
own
kids?
thing.
Let's get them all at the house.
I don't know.
You guys
man.
smoke drugs?
You guys do pot?
You guys do pot and smoke drugs? What are we doing now?
I just think there's a certain subsect of educators that sully the name of people who actually want kids to learn and be educators that get stuck in like a weird state of arrested development where they're like, I wasn't the cool kid in high school, but I can be that now. I think that's why some of these teachers sleep with students. I think they get caught up in this weird fantasy world of like, oh, I'm the cool teacher. I wasn't this popular cool person in high school, but now I can be that. And I think it all like there's like a certain just small percentage that gets stuck in that world of like, it's bizarre to me.
And by the way, this was an elementary school principal, and high school kids were at the house.
Oh, even
So-
weirder.
Yeah. So former students.
Even weirder.
You're a principal, man. Like,
Have some principles.
Like you know better.
How do you think this is going to end up? Like, I mean, even if you got away with it and nobody ever found out about it, someday somebody will.
It's gonna get out.
It will get out. Yeah.
Like I stayed all night with my 3rd grade teacher. She was awesome.
What?
Her grandson was in. She knew my mom. I loved her.
Oh, okay.
And she was like, her grandson was in town for the summer from Arizona. He was our age, and she's like, you know, she had like, it was not just me. It was like a couple other kids. We went camping on her property. She came out and taught us about like plants in the woods and did like a botany.
Birds and you mean birds and bees?
Plants.
Oh, okay.
Plants and weeds. Much less. And she was awesome. She was a wonderful lady and still a friend to this day. And it's like, that I get. Like, you're going to have some crossover in a small town like that. You know, I'm sure Lauren had that too. She grew up in a small town. But
Yeah.
or you know your teachers outside of, your parents might know your teachers outside of work. And they might have like a grandkid or a kid your age or something like that. But I got my English teacher's son was my age. So, like, I would go to her house, hang out with her son. She didn't insert herself in what we were doing.
Yeah, I think in these situations, it's also, you know, fantasy land, like maybe from a movie, maybe from something they read or something in their head, because they were, you know, they were not the cool people in school.
Man, I don't know. I think
They were not the cool people in school, and they finally have a chance to, I don't know, live what they missed.
the ones that go so far beyond the line that we hear about, I swear, like, I think even if they don't consciously know it, they're trying to disrupt their own lives or something, right? I mean, they're like, it's almost like a weird cry for help or something. If it's not like, if it's not creepy based, then what else could it be?
I don't know, it's just lack of self-control.
Yeah, like you are
crazy.
in an authority position with children.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's some pretty defined borders here.
Sure.
You know better.
Yeah, well,
What do you think these people you were using as well?
I don't know, but they ain't teaching again.
I don't know.
That's the end of that.
We hear about it a lot these days. It's just strange. There's got to be some weird psychological motivation. If it's not creepy, if it's not creepy motivated, you know what I mean? It's creepy. It can be. But I'm saying if it's not creepy motivated, it's almost like they're just trying to self-sabotage.
Yeah. Hey, before we move on, I do want to bring this up. There are a couple guys that are suing OnlyFans. Mm-hmm. And they're suing OnlyFans because they claim they were tricked into thinking they were having personal chats with their favorite creators.
Oh, God.
And instead, they weren't.
Bots. Here's your first clue, Mike. When you subscribe and you get an instant message from the person as if they were sitting at home, this super hot lady was sitting at home waiting to hear from you, you're probably in an automated chat.
Wait, what you're saying, Rafe, is turns out these steamy late-night DMs I thought were from my favorite OnlyFans creator might not actually be from them at all? What?
They seem to be awake 24 hours a day just to message me.
Wait, I
back and
cleared out
call.
my savings account thinking I was just talking with my favorite OnlyFans creator.
Whoops.
You mean when I got the flirty message that said, hey, babe, been thinking about you all day? That really wasn't somebody thinking about me all day? It could have been a robot? What?
Yeah.
Or written by a random person? What?
It's funny because when I signed up, that's just so crazy to me that people think, would even live under the auspice that is real.
Well, and that's the thing. These two guys, not giving their names,
Well, I wonder why.
they're suing, claiming they were tricked into thinking they were having personal chats instead. They were likely chatting with either AI chatbots or third-party chatters, which I didn't know this was a thing. Some OnlyFans creators overwhelmed by who's the biggest OnlyFans? Who's the biggest OnlyFans?
Size-wise?
No, stop, Scott.
Earner. Like who earns
Most
the most?
popular. Who's the most popular OnlyFans star?
Iggy Azalea, Bad Bobby.
Whoa, really?
Cardi B also, Bella Thorne, Black China was also
supposedly
on this
Denise
list.
Richards is making $24 million.
The top 15, this is as of last year.
Those are the celebrity ones.
Yeah.
There are ones that are like
Bryce
almost
Flicks.
porn stars.
Lena the Plug. I know that she does like
I know
a
there's
podcast
one,
down there.
the one that says she's a virgin still. Sophie Rain.
Yeah, she's big. 20-year-old.
Sophie Rain.
Sophie Rain. Okay, so I'm sure she gets overwhelmed by tons of messages from her subscribers. So what somebody like that would do, I'm not saying she does it at all, they hire out third-party services to handle the chat load. And these services do include real people impersonating, the creators, or they include AI bots programmed to keep the conversations going. Mm-hmm. There are companies like Super Creator and FlirtFlow. FlirtFlow.
Gosh.
Which you could set AI up to. So if you write something it'll give you this response. And they do like a flow chart based on the conversations. It's crazy the way they program these things.
Wow.
But these companies specialize in stuff like this, and they help creators keep fans happy without doing anything or typing a word.
Right.
So these guys think they're keep pumping money into the subscriptions, keep pumping money into whatever personal chat, and it's not even the creators doing it. The men in the lawsuit argued that they've been misled. They never would have shelled out cash for subscriptions or tips if they'd known the truth. They're accusing OnlyFans of failing to deliver the one-on-one personal connection they thought they were paying for.
Shouldn't they have to have some sort of disclaimer or warning label of some kind that, like, hey, this isn't really going to be...
That might be why they
Cardi
have a
B.
case.
Right. It's like false advertising or fraud.
Because a lot of the profiles, when you go on OnlyFans, I still have, like, from when I got on there, when we had the teacher on and all that stuff, unsubscribed, I still get inbox messages. If I go in there and check, I'll have just like, you up, baby? Miss you. What your name? And I'm just like,
she's not writing that.
In the middle of the night, and I'm like, I don't think you miss me and care about my name, which is, you already know because I've met you in person. So it's like, not even just from her, just from like looking at other stuff on there. Like, if you ever subscribe to anyone and you unsubscribe, your inbox will be flooded with third-party messages trying to get you to resubscribe. And it's clearly like call center or AI.
Well, to be fair, this isn't exactly a secret in the OnlyFans world. A lot of creators are upfront about using chat assistants, but not everybody knows the game. So,
I thought when it came through, it has to say AI or chat something or something like that.
Because like even on Instagram, business chats and different things, like there's AI writing for Instagram. And
Yeah.
sometimes if people slide into my DMs asking questions, it'll be like prompting me on my side, like, do you want to use one of these already written responses?
Right.
And it's like, nah, like
I've done that, and it just says something AI.
right.
well,
like this-
well,
it's
again,
like
the
a
get
disclaimer, so I thought
around
that's
is
how it worked.
the get
That's how
around
it
is
worked.
they're farming some of the stuff out to actual people.
Oh,
So they hire people to
Like
actually
catfishing.
to
Oh my-
actually write the responses.
Jeez.
You think you're talking to
I see.
Social media managers, it's the same thing. Like, if you message Kelly Clarkson on Instagram, she's not seeing that. She has a social media team that might respond. Like, you might get a response for like,
That's
I love you. I want to see you in concert. Thank you so much. I look forward to coming to your city. Here's when I'll be in Minneapolis. That's happening on every social media. If you get to a certain, status, and a lot of times that's for protection. Some of these stars are like, I don't even want to get caught in the Instagram screenshot DM game. Kevin Hart said that. He's like, I don't even go on there. Like, if you're talking to someone on Instagram, it's not me, it's my social media manager. And he does that on purpose,
Yeah, and they're upfront about it. But I'm not sure whether these guys have a case or not, and it's going to be interesting. So I mean, whether it's a creator, a chatter, or an AI, these DMs are always designed to, keep you hooked on OnlyFans or whatever.
yeah.
Hopefully, some sort of precedent is set, because the whole the whole thing is the Wild West, man, and all these companies just hiding behind 230.
And they're making a ton of money.
Yeah, and they get to say that it's like an open platform or whatever, but take no responsibility for any sort of damage that it does to individuals or society. Like, hiding behind Section 230 is pretty absurd.
All right, let's take a break. But first, and it is brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, the official sports bar of the Riz Show and home to St. Louis sports fans since 1990 from Villa Ridge. Audrey Slatton is our team.
Yeah, Audrey.
Audrey has been a listener to the Riz Show on The Point for over a decade, loves the current lineup of the show. She appreciates the loyalty that the show has for its listeners and fans, and how the memory of Jeff is kept alive and consistent and constant every day. Audrey has attended multiple Riz Show events over the years, always keeps her radio dial tuned to The Point, and stoked to finally join the ranks of Team Riz. Well, there you go. Audrey Slatton from Villa Ridge is our Team Riz member of the day. Get super sweet Team Riz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, we'll take our first break of the morning. We'll come back with Crap on Celebrities. And have you watched episodes 6, 7, and 8 of the Riz Olympics? The thrilling conclusion of the Riz Olympics? We'll chop it up next. 7:10. Thursday, traffic and weather, Moon, coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. The entry ramp from 64 eastbound, or to 64 eastbound from 70 eastbound lane is blocked due to an incident. Report forecast, scattered showers are expected this afternoon. High of 63 right now. It's only 49 at the Point Studio.
All right, learn what you got for us.
More updates on that Godsmack news. Kid Rock is opening another eatery. Jean-Claude Van Damme, what the hell are you doing? Which 30-something-year-old sisters still bathe together? And Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer gift exchange.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that more next in your Crap on Celebrity. Stay there.
Well, gentlemen, we will see you in St. Louis on Sunday. We are so excited to have Point Fest back and to have you guys be a part of it. But I want to kind of talk about this from a couple of different angles, all right? First and foremost, the crew that you have working with you in the Seether camp, I'm sure is scaled down because of, the craziness that is the pandemic. But can you talk about, like, sort of what the crew is doing?
Folks, come join me April 26th over at Four Brothers Mead there in Festus, in beautiful downtown Festus, for the Viking festival called Siegerblot, and it's the 5th annual Siegerblot Festival. And trust me, you will love this. If you love the old world experience, or you just love the Ren Fair experience, this is for you. You dress up like a Viking. You could dress up in your favorite gear and come out there and just celebrate, or you could just show up and have a great time and try their mead, it's very tasty, and you will experience something wonderful there. And they have live music. They have food trucks. They have armored combat battle reenactments, live blacksmithing, glass blowing, wood carvers, and so much more. In fact, they even have the blacksmithing from past Forge and Fire contestants coming over there to show you their incredible skill sets, and you get to watch all that in person. And they're bringing these vendors from all over the country, and they have a VIP tent there for their Mead Club members, which if you go to fourbrothersmead.com, you could check out all that. So again, it's April 26th, noon to 9. It's absolutely incredible. The 5th annual Siegerblot over at Four Brothers Mead. See me there, Four Brothers Mead in Festus.
We are backstage at Point Fest with a St. Louis favorite, and the great part about this today is that they're actually going to get to play. Ladies and gentlemen, highly suspect backstage at Point Fest. What's going on? Welcome back. It's wonderful to see you as always. But I would also like to tell you that Natural Born Killer has been one of our favorite songs of the year so far. It sounds great on the air, and it sounds like a great highly suspect song. So let me ask you, where did that come in the recording process? One of the first, one of the last? Where was that?
Smack dab in the middle.
Oh, okay. All right. I always wonder if, when it comes out as a strong lead single like that, if where it was in the creative process matters. You know what I'm saying?
I think once we heard that riff, it was like, okay, this is like the sports anthem style riff. We just kind of knew it would be the one.
Yeah, absolutely so. So a new album is out now. All right. How quickly do you see the audience singing songs back to you?
Almost immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you are
Luckily.
And you got to be kind of like amazed and taken aback by that a little bit.
Oh my God, it's a blessing. It's incredible.
I can't remember words to songs I love from 20 years.
Listen to the show for 5 minutes. You know that my wife and I are all about adventures, family adventures, couples adventures, heck, even solo adventures if that's your thing. You also know that I'm probably not super keen and optimistic on our major airport, but man, has it been an amazing thing to discover Mid-America St. Louis Airport. Mid-America St. Louis Airport, flymidamerica.com. It's just over the border, right over there in Illinois. So yeah, you got to drive a couple extra minutes, but you get those minutes back immediately just on the parking situation. Let me encourage you to see all that Mid-America St. Louis Airport can do for you on planning your next adventure. Your next adventure starts right here with direct flights from St. Louis to so many different places with Allegiant, including Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Fort Myers, Punta Gorda, Gulf Shores, Alabama. Yes, direct flights from St. Louis to Gulf Shores, Alabama, Jacksonville, Knoxville, Vegas, Myrtle Beach, Orlando. Hey, if you're planning a Disney trip, you want to save a ton of money, save a ton of time, and save a ton of hassle, you go to Mid-America St. Louis Airport. Believe me, you will thank me later. Tampa Bay, Savannah, Georgia, Sarasota, Bradenton, so many different options. And on the website, they even have different resources for you to find affordable, family events at all of these locations. You can get Disney vacation travel tips right there on the website. So book your trip now. Check out everything that Mid-America St. Louis Airport has for you. Flymidamerica.com. That's flymidamerica.com.
Mid-America Chevy dealers present Point Fest.
It's 105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage at Point Fest, and I have the absolute honor of being joined by Sean and Mike from Alice in Chains. Guys, how are you?
Wow, how do you live up to that?
Yeah, we better not suck tonight.
That'll ruin our sound. So.
Wow.
All right, so the first question that I have is one that I've wanted to ask you guys and a band of your ilk for quite some time.
Ilk.
I like his vocabulary. He's good at what he does.
Well, when you are a band that has been around for as long as Alice in Chains has,
Millenniums.
and you were I don't know the best way to say this, so it might come out rough, but you were one of my favorite bands when I was in high school. Like, is that an odd thing for people to say? I've liked you for
Okay, we're old.
so
Just
long."
say it. We're old.
I am too, man. I am too. But is that, I mean, because I don't mean it in a negative way whatsoever, but I mean, you guys.
How old are you?
How old am I? I'm 37.
All right. See, we're not, we're a little older than you.
Yeah, but I mean, but again, do you mind kind of being, that sort of band? I mean, I think it speaks, volumes for the longevity of it.
It is what it is, right? I mean, it's just the reality of the situation. It's cool though that, it doesn't happen for everybody. Not everybody gets to have that kind of a longer career, and it wasn't on our account of trying to work it and everything. I mean, obviously we didn't talk to anybody for quite a long time, and but the music lived on the radio, because they kept playing the songs, people kept passing it on, and that doesn't happen to everybody, and you can't have a record company or anybody making that happen. So looks like it happened to us, and now we're classic rock.
On a personal
We're becoming
level,
classic rock though, right? And so Kansas, Dust in the Wind, we're up there with that, which is fucking.
play that
I
tonight.
swore.
No, you're all right.
You can swear?
Yes.
Fucking awesomely shit, fucking motherfucker.
Dust in the motherfucking
Fucking-
wind, goddammit.
I'm gonna say all that. So we don't do enough of that on stage. We don't, like most, these festivals. I'm sure all the singers are like, "Well, you motherfucking doing? I can't fucking hear you." We don't do enough of that.
We're
I
way
think.
too lazy for
We
that.
should do
Way
way
too
more
lazy.
of that.
Well, you're more than welcome to do that as much as you want during the course of this interview. All right,
Okay,
just- if
okay,
you
all
wanna
right.
get it out-
Because I can't fucking hear you. What? What?
And it's just because we're deaf. It's not because they're not screaming, but
you legitimately
really
can't hear.
I really
hear
don't
'em.
know what the fuck you're saying, man.
I like cussing. This
All
is
right.
nice.
So let me ask about the new album, which is in stores on the 28th. The Devil Put Dinosaurs Here. I would like to be the 1,000th journalist to ask you, can you please talk about that title, where it came from, and why you decided to go with that as the album title?
It's a song on the album, so we thought we'd name the album that.
We're really not that clever.
Boost your confidence, self-care, Parkrest Plastic Surgery. You know, there's no stigma attached to plastic surgery anymore. It's not like it used to be. It's their mission over there at Parkrest to provide the highest level of care to help you achieve your cosmetic goals with the most natural-looking results possible. It's their focus over there at Parkrest to build your confidence by helping you get to your goals, whether you're looking to get rid of fat and hard-to-target areas, if you're looking to ward off aging, preventative maintenance to ward off aging, the nurse injectors over there at Parkrest offer preventative neurotoxins to focus on those areas where the face experiences high stress and could dramatically slow the aging process. If you're looking for the mommy makeover, if you're looking for laser hair removal, if you're looking for permanent makeup, Dr. McGuire, Dr. Kaplan have both treated patients from all over the world. Both Dr. McGuire and Dr. Kaplan have helped lead vital clinical research that's led to major changes in the industry. People still travel from all over to come and see Dr. McGuire, Dr. Kaplan here in Creve Coeur at Parkrest Plastic Surgery. See what they could do for you. That confidence boost. You feel good, you look good. ParkcrestPlasticSurgery.com, ParkcrestPlasticSurgery.com.
So we've had this place for a little over a year now. And every time I come up here, I discover something new, whether it be a new structure or just something hidden in part of the woods here. So a couple months ago, just spotted something in the woods, and what the hell is that? So I went exploring, and let me show you what I found. Check this out. That, my friends, is a hidden sawmill. So I drove out here one afternoon, and I said, what the hell is this? Well, you get all this...
All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, rizshow1057thepoint.com. Of course, the Coleman's Campers text line, 314-649-3862, 314-649-DUMB. Well, I hope you guys have had a chance to check out episodes 6, 7, and 8 of the Riz Olympics, the thrilling conclusion. A winner has been declared, or more importantly, losers have been declared.
Mm-hmm.
So episode 6 is the taste test, the blind taste test. Episode 7 is the staring contest, and 8 is the headstand. I believe that's the order.
That is the order. Taste test, staring contest, headstand. That is the trifecta in order.
All three of those things, quite difficult. More difficult for some than others.
Harder than all of us thought, though.
Not good at the headstand. Me, not good at headstand.
Me, not good at headstand. Caveman.
Me, no good headstand.
That was about the only thing that I am very good at that we did. I'll also give myself pickleball. I did well at pickleball. But out of all of the Riz Olympic events that we did, you guys are
Might
fantastic.
I remind you that you won the blackjack tournament?
That was true. But that was like just because I was on a roll, dude.
You had multiple wins.
So you did well at pickleball.
But I didn't know that.
You did well at blackjack, and you did well at the headstand.
I had never played
That's
blackjack
3
before.
of the 8.
I'm
you
just
did
saying,
very good at.
Going into this, my expectations for myself were very low. I'm like, okay, you can do a couple of things well because you've done them before. The
You
blackjack
came in
thing was
second
just
place.
luck be a lady tonight, literally.
Well, I mean, that's blackjack, period. You
Which
came
I'm
in
a gambler
second place.
I know.
Rafe and I lost.
I know. I'm sorry.
Like Rafe and I, a little controversy
That's the first time
surrounding.
you said it out loud, and it really became real to me.
A little controversy surrounding the staring contest, but that's on Rafe. And congratulations to Moon for winning the first annual.
Thank you.
You're a little too good, Moon.
First annual
thanks.
Riz Olympics.
A little too much.
I know that's not meant to be nice, but thank you.
Winningest co-host. I don't like it.
Well,
I wanted you to lose more.
Well, it's like, yeah, it is annoying.
Thank you as well.
I mean, it's
Scott, you're next.
But here's the thing. I love you. I'm proud of you. But it's
Sure.
annoying. When you're like
Yeah, I feel
already the good-looking one, It's the Tom Brady thing, right? It's
Yeah.
like nobody wants to.
You're on tour.
You're the rock
hot,
star. You're the good-looking
whatever.
one. You're the heartthrob, and you're good at
You
everything
got a good
we try.
soul. Like, stop being so damn good, dude.
Oh,
You're
thanks,
like Tom
guys.
Hanks or Paul Rudd. We can't take it.
He did kill it on some stuff, though.
Not a good blackjack player.
No, I was
He's a
last.
risk taker.
Not
is what
a
this
good
man is.
black-
First or
player.
last. I'm not a good gambler in general. I think it's partly my lack of knowledge, and I'm just not good at it. Even when I tried playing poker, there was like a time. I think all of our in all of our lives, there's some time where everybody wants to play cards, and you get together and play poker a lot. I think I lost every single time first. Every time. I'm bad at it.
Well,
You guys are good. I mean, you guys picked it up really quickly. Like, you guys are good.
Oh, I might have a gambling problem.
there was one editing problem, by the way, during that, and I didn't bring it up when it came out.
We're so mad about this.
Well,
What do you mean?
because they said I hit on 17, and I would never do that.
There was
I didn't
another
notice
editing
that.
issue as well, but, I'm not going to get into that either. It's a cursing thing.
Yeah.
You hit on 17.
Okay, thank you, Moon. I'm going to say it, but I'm not going to get into it. Get into it.
No, I'm saying that we didn't mention it before, just like your whole
Right.
hit on 17 thing.
We left an F-bomb in.
Yeah, I was.
We left an
I was,
F on,
I was doing it
and
because
Moon didn't want it.
I was doing it because the beeps are funny, and like that's what makes
Well,
it. It's like a part of the
I would-
shtick.
I would never hit on 17. Just so you know, okay? Let's get that out there.
Yeah, right.
Let's
Do
get
people
that
care
out there.
about that? Does anybody mention that to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't even know.
Your gambling friends?
Yes.
You hit on 17.
Oh, I thought you were supposed
He
to be
hosts a
decent
gambling
blackjack player.
podcast. It's hard to get the trust of the
yeah.
masses whenever you're hitting on 17 in a video.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to be a blackjack player. You hit on 17. I mean, okay.
He didn't, but to the video editors.
And they did a great job. And
Correct.
all those videos were
They
fantastic.
really did.
That was a lot to keep track of, and he was trying to squint and see
I
what
know.
the cards were.
And Zane, love you, buddy. Great job.
Lane, Zane, Joey.
Lane, Zane,
Josh.
Joey, Josh, the whole
Love
crew.
'em.
Everybody, every location we were at.
2 looked like an 8.
Yeah, you wouldn't have hit on 17 because you were even giving lessons in there. One of the things that I picked up was you were like 16 is a 50-50. Some people do it, some people don't.
Some people do, some people don't.
But I remember that. That was one of the things that you taught us.
And they say whatever you do it consistently.
Well, and the one thing is the blackjack dealer will always help you out.
Yeah.
Always.
He was amazing.
Phenomenal.
14 also, right? Is 14 the one you hit all the time or never
No,
hit?
14. Well, it depends on what the dealer's showing.
So 16 is.
16 is the iffy one.
It was so much fun. It made me want to go gambling more going over there.
Whenever you want to go play cards, you call me.
I know. This is going to be bad.
Oh, no.
I know. And I will. I mean, there's going to be like a Saturday where I'm like, hey, what, you guys want to come out? Because, I came home and told my husband, I'm like, I won. And he was like, oh, no.
Oh, well, I will tell you, last night, my son had practice up at Centene, up in Maryland Heights, which is next door to Hollywood Casino.
Right.
And I had like 2 hours to kill. And I go,
Just go over there.
I'm just going to
slide on over.
No, I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going. No, I'm not
So
going.
much
I didn't
fun.
go. I didn't go. Well, anyway, congratulations, Moon. Congratulations, Learn. Congratulations, King Scott. And Rafe and I will be stuck in a car doing track 270.
Feel bad for y'all.
Let's talk specifics about this.
Well, what I wanted to do was I want the audio pulled of what we exactly said when we were setting the punishment. And we'll have the audio tomorrow.
Yes,
Okay,
official.
we'll have
Because
the fine. We'll have the
Took a lot of
official
work.
audio tomorrow
Okay.
of what we exactly said. I know we'll have to do 6 laps doing the 270 loop, which is going to take a while, quite a bit.
Because of the construction.
And it's Rafe and I in the car. I know we went into specifics when it came to playlists and stuff like that. We'll let you know when we're going to do it, but we'll play the audio tomorrow.
I also have some ideas if the listeners want to get involved with me.
What are your ideas? Give me one.
Okay. I had an idea that we will go to, how like over 270, there's overpasses,
Yes.
I want to do like everybody bring a sign and it's like a fun protest where it's not like anything crazy. Maybe depending on the month, we're in some sort of garb, like bikini protest. Everybody has to come over and be in a bikini as you
I
guys
would
come up.
love that.
Okay. And then maybe like the next overpass, like there's furries, or we could just all be in costume. I just want to do something together with the audience where they can be involved and we can support you guys and also have some fun.
Would love it.
Okay.
Somebody also talked about getting a helicopter.
Great.
There's been all.
Yeah.
Listen, all we know is Rafe and I are in the car, and we are taking a drive for a long time to nowhere.
I feel like you guys are going to have an okay time.
Are we checking on the music thing?
Just depends.
We're checking on everything we said.
Because I don't remember that at all, but some you guys said that it was.
A lot of things got floated.
A lot of things got floated around. We're going back to the tape.
We agreed to.
We're going back to the tape. We're going to play it tomorrow.
Yeah. Here's what I remember being floated. Winner makes playlist, I believe. I think there was maybe something was floated about wrapping the car in message of
HPV
choice.
awareness.
Saran wrap?
Yeah, like there was like herpes, it ain't so bad, or something
can do
like
that.
that.
I mean,
we
listen,
talked about a lot of things.
We talked about a lot of things. And a lot of things, hey, there are no bad ideas in a
gonna depend
brainstorm,
on
right? There's also
sponsors.
things coming
If
in
the,
actual reality.
if the winner gets to pick the playlist, is silence on the table?
Oh, yeah.
To be honest with you, silence is fine.
Okay.
What, are you daring me?
Well, that's
A 6-hour,
the
7-hour
easiest
playlist.
playlist ever
We'll go
made.
back to the tape.
There were caveats. I don't remember what was agreed to. I remember a few things floated.
Rafe, I want you and Scott to go back to the archives.
He's already pulled it. We're going to edit it today, and we'll get it down.
The winner
to a
gets to pick the
reasonable length.
date that you do it too. And I'm going to wait until it's storming.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that.
Oh, tornado watch?
Wait.
No, we're
We
getting
also talked about the Loves shower, where you guys have to go to that Loves.
I
on
did not agree to
275.
that.
That came
yeah.
up later.
I'm not agreeing to that. I'm not taking a shower.
You might need it though.
Thank
You're
you,
gonna.
Clean.
You might
Need
want
it.
that. You're gonna be in. There's gonna be like taquitos in the car.
If it could take 3 laps off, I'll take a shower at the Loves.
Oh.
Whoa,
Okay.
no way.
Maybe we can discuss.
Are there showers at Wally's?
One lap.
Because then you get 2
Well,
positives.
that's 44 though. Loves is on
Yeah,
the
but
route.
but I mean, it's right off 270. I mean, it's 2 miles off.
I think it has to be a mile off. and
I think
further.
you need to
Get
be
outta
able to
here.
see the actual thing.
It
from
may be a
270.
mile off.
Okay.
Shave off a couple laps so you can have a great experience. No thanks.
Go to the
Are there
jerky
showers
wall.
at Wally's? Seriously,
No, I don't think there
No,
is.
man.
Oh, I don't know.
they're very nice bathrooms, though.
Yeah, the
Wally's
bathrooms are
got no-
top notch.
Okay,
Wally's ain't got no truckers.
we're gonna pull the tape. We'll play it back tomorrow, and we'll set the punishment. We also got to get ourselves a car.
You don't want to put those miles on yours?
Well, that's
I don't.
The car we get will determine a lot of what could be done as well. From a sponsorship standpoint. Who knows?
Maybe there's multiple cars. Like if dealerships don't want to put 7 hours of driving on one vehicle, maybe there's like multiple vehicles that we can get
Maybe
involved.
there's a dump truck company.
It's in the works. Listen, this is not. It's not. We're going to be given a car, and whatever we're given, we're given.
Those
We're
cement
at the
trucks.
mercy.
Yeah,
we're at the
dude.
mercy of.
That's what I'm scared of.
We're at the
scared
mercy of the
that.
cube people on
We
the other
really
side of the
are.
building.
I'm scared of sales because they'd be like, we actually have a dump truck company that's looking for a little positive PR. And we got to drive a dump
Right.
truck around 270.
Hell, man, what if like Byerly gives us one to just cruise around in like a
Oh, my
RV?
gosh.
Yeah.
No, because
We'll all
that's
load
too
in.
nice.
That'd be
But
sweet.
no,
Hey,
Mount Top
hey,
has.
that's
Too nice.
Hey, we're at the whim of the cube people. If they
True
want to
that.
give us, an RV to drive around,
true that.
If you guys get out of this with having like luxurious vehicles,
Here's what I want to know. Are there
never said
any?
anything about luxury or not?
It's true. And if there's a limousine company listening right now,
Mike
That's
is
fine.
hit us up.
Mike is suggesting in the chat a Mini Cooper.
Well, I was
for
to
you
say,
guys.
Mount Top has the smart car, like the tiny one. They have one of those right now. And they
Oh my gosh! Hey, what about those things that Urkel drove with the
Mercedes?
Whole, the front is the door.
Yeah.
They have one at the Mercedes Museum by my
That's
house on Kings
sweet.
Island. They have the actual
my
Urkel car.
What constitutes the 270 loop? It's going around. I mean, it's
Right. Look up 270 and
look up 270 and look up the entire.
like from Creve Coeur down through South County, across 255,
bridge.
go up to 270 by Alton and back around again. Like that is 270.
And there is a detour.
Yeah, the Isetta, the 3-wheel Isetta.
That's cute.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
What if they give us one of those, would have been a motorcycle and a sidecar?
Oh, that'd be awesome with the goggles and stuff. Oh, dude.
That'd be incredible.
Oh,
I mean, this sounds like it's going to be a summertime,
Look.
summertime endeavor. So
Look, dude, there is plenty of room in this thing.
Oh, geez, you're fine.
yes, that's perfect.
Oh, man, that would suck. The steering wheel's on the door when it opens.
I know.
It goes out.
It's amazing,
Perfect.
Zach.
I mean, you have to be a little relieved that it's not me with you for 7 hours in a car.
Well, with your stomach issues.
With my stomach issues and my ability to talk,
Well,
you would be in more hell. I think the fact that it's you, the R&R Express, I think that it's going to be okay.
I didn't come in last place, by the way. Rafe did.
Okay, well, I know, but I'm just saying, you guys will be fine. You guys, because it'll be fun for you.
It'll be fine. We'll get snacks, car snacks.
you didn't have to rub that in either.
Are we gonna? Yeah, we have to figure out. Are we live streaming the whole time? Are you guys gonna check
These
in?
are all little details
Right.
that
We are going to live stream in some capacity. I have heard that through.
These are all little details that'll be worked out as we get closer to the event. And people will be able to keep track of us. And
How many deviled eggs do you think we can eat?
oh God, no devil days.
Oh, all the
We're
deviled
gonna have to have a do's and don'ts of what's allowed in the car.
Hold on.
We're not doing.
6-hour trip. I think I get us a deviled egg.
No,
platter from
we don't
Schnucks,
need.
dude.
Oh, can you imagine the farts in that car?
Ew.
The deviled egg farts. You got to be kidding me.
Come on, that'd be good. You get
No
taste
matter
all
what
in.
you eat, it's gonna be smelly.
Oh, no, not if we got a couple bags of Doritos, it'd be fine.
Oh, great, Dorito breath. By the way, listeners, email me. I want to know like what overpass people would want to go to and get together. So learn at 1057point.com. Thanks.
The Urkel car is now being remade as an electric, and it gets 60 to 75 miles on a charge. So that'd be
Cool.
a fun one for you guys.
Yeah.
Uncle Ken, by the way, who helped us, who actually came up with the Track 270 idea, wants to drop the green flag to start. Yes.
Oh, yeah, he gets to.
Yeah.
He gets to for sure.
Ken, psh, yep.
And
He wants to drop the green flag to start or a handkerchief like in Greece.
Oh, please do the grease one. Get your leg out, Ken.
All right, today is April the 3rd, back in the day, 165 years ago in 1860. The legendary Pony Express begins service between Missouri and California. 143 years ago, 1884, Jesse James shot in the back by his own cousin and gang member, Robert Ford, who sold him out for the $10,000 reward. 72 years ago, 1953, the first issue of TV Guide hits newsstands. Sold for 15 cents a copy. Lucille Ball and her baby Desi Arnaz Jr. were on the first cover. 52 years ago, 1973, the first mobile phone telephone call is made in downtown Manhattan by Motorola employee Martin Cooper to the Bell Labs headquarters in New Jersey. 37 years ago, on this day, George Harrison, he was in L.A. and was headed to Bob Dylan's house studio to record a new song for the B-side of the European single, This Is Love. He went out to lunch with Bob and Jeff Lynne and Roy Orbison, and they're like, hey, on the way, could we just swing by Tom Petty's house? George has to pick up a guitar that he left at Tom's house. And while they were at Tom Petty's house, like, hey, why don't you come to lunch too? They went to lunch. They wound up in the studio. They recorded the song Handle with Care.
Aw.
Collectively, it felt too good to fade into obscurity or put on a B-side of a European version of a song that nobody knows from George Harrison. They decided to record an entire record together, and the Traveling Wilburys were born.
How neat.
wow.
Did they ever travel?
They just went to lunch.
No. The lunching Wilburys.
That was it. 29 years ago, 1996, the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski, finally arrested. Between 78 and 95, he sent 16 mail bombs across the country, killing 3 people, wounding 23. He was serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole, but died in prison at the age of 81. Was it last year? I think maybe last year. 29 years ago, 1996, MC Hammer files for bankruptcy. 27 years ago, 1998, Dave Navarro fired by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And 15 years ago, in 2010, Apple releases the first generation of the iPad. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And we start with this. Godsmack drummer Shannon Larkin said that he and guitarist Tony Rambola aren't playing in the band's European tour.
Tony Rambola.
Rambola are not playing in their European tour because they both quit last year. In a since-deleted video on his Facebook page, Larkin said, "We did quit the band last year after lots of talking to Sully and Robbie, and they understood that we didn't want to tour anymore. That's the reason. We understood that they wanted to tour, and we all understood each other. And in the end,
Tony
Godsmack's out there touring, and we're happily out here living our lives."
I always thought he should open up a Stromboli company and call it
Rambola Strombola.
Romboli Strombola. I can't
Have
even say
yourself
it.
a Rambola Strombola.
That'd be nice. Maybe that's what they're doing, you know? Maybe that's the new endeavor. Sully says that Robbie and I are excited to explore new directions, although we have not made any permanent decisions about who may replace Tony and Shannon. We will be continuing this journey together, and we look forward to sharing the decisions we make with all of you as they happen. And like we reported last week, local guy guitarist Sam Bam Colton is playing in Godsmack now. He's played with Dorothy and Faster Pussycat, so congratulations to Sam. Kid Rock is no stranger to the restaurant business. He currently has his Nashville bar, Kid Rock's Big Ass Honky Tonk Rock and Roll Steakhouse, where he frequently hangs out and treats guests to surprise performances from time to time. And now he has partnered with a Detroit-based restaurant group to rebrand a Nashville restaurant. So he is taking over what is currently the Joe Muir Seafood, which is an upscale restaurant chain that started in his home state of Michigan before expanding to Tennessee and then rebranding it as the Detroit Cowboy. And the current owner of the seafood chain says the Detroit Cowboy combines the legacy of Joe Muir's seafood fine dining experience with the creative, bold trails that Kid Rock has forged in his music career.
Is this going to be on Broadway?
I bet so. Yeah.
Okay.
No opening date or anything.
No monkeys in the car either. I don't know. I guess I got to say that.
Say that
now.
out loud. Are your fingers crossed?
Or-
Look at your fingers.
For every monkey we put in the car, it's a lap shaved off. Up to 5 monkeys.
I don't want you guys driving with monkeys.
That's actually a pretty good deal.
You guys
2
just
monkeys,
wreck.
2 baby monkeys just sleeping in the back. We only had to do 2 laps.
No baby monkeys. They have to be. If we put 5 monkeys in the car with us, we only get to do 1 lap. Can you imagine?
No.
God, it was stinking.
And
so
Dan the
bad.
Monkey Man cannot be with us. So
No,
it's just
Texas has
it's
to be
just
with
5
you.
out of control spider monkeys, and Rafe and I
So
driving
dangerous.
1 lap
So
on
dangerous.
We're not going to put the monkeys through that.
Don't you dare.
Honestly, I would do it.
I would do
only
it
have
for
to
the
do
story.
1 lap.
1 lap. That's
lap.
still. That's
4
still.
monkeys, 1 lap.
The monkeys have their little paws or hands on your eyes.
I'm sure they're not.
They went for the gun when they were here. I don't think you want them going for
We
the
had to do
real.
6 laps, right?
I can't
I think it
remember.
was
It's
9.
6, but it's going to take 7 hours.
Yeah,
Right,
Moon's it
6
was
laps.
9
So
laps.
up to 5 monkeys in the car. So we only have to do 1 lap with 5 monkeys in the car.
That'd be tight. I'm in.
Dolly Parton is hawking her own jeans, which are called Jolene's. It's obviously a play on her
She is
classic
becoming
hit.
Kiss, by the way, too.
You just let her do it. Her husband just died. Let her have
I
her.
know her husband just died, but we got to admit now that she is putting her name on everything.
She's actually worse than Kiss because Kiss doesn't have their own roller coasters, right? There's no Kiss theme park.
Or restaurants where you can go and watch knights fight each other.
That's true. I think
It's
Kiss
not
is trying
nights.
to be Dolly.
Cowboys, sorry.
Yeah, my kids just went again last week.
Kiss is the originator of putting their name on everything. Dolly is
Creeping up
she's
there.
getting up there with putting her name on everything.
Well,
which
I'm
is
into
fine.
this.
I'm fine with Kiss doing their thing too. I'm not crapping on Kiss.
Okay. Well, don't crap on Kiss. The pants are available for a limited time through Khloe Kardashian's label, Good American, and it starts today. And so you can get them online or in select Nordstrom stores. They're not cheap. The collection runs between $64 and $230, but it does come in sizes from extra small to 5X. And Dolly says they make any butt look good, especially if you got a good butt. They look great. If you got just an okay butt, they still look great.
Especially if you got a good butt.
What are they called?
They are called Jolene's. Jolene's jeans.
Jolene's jeans. Yes.
Cameras are rolling on a new season of Landman. Paramount Plus ordered a 2nd season of Billy Bob Thornton's Landman early last month, and now confirmation is that production on the Taylor Sheridan's drama series has begun.
So this is a 100% watch for me.
Yeah, everybody says it's great. Landman.
Landman.
Yeah, it's worth your time.
Yeah,
Because I never watched Yellowstone. Never watched it.
Unrelated.
This is a proverbial boomtowns of West Texas and a modern-day tale of fortune seeking in a world of oil rigs.
Wow.
No, I know it's unrelated.
Cool words.
I know it's unrelated,
Super cool word.
but it's the same.
It does sound attractive in this very weird.
It's a good show.
Demi Moore.
It's a fun show. It's it's got its ridiculous
And I
moments,
love
but it's really
Land.
well done.
Andy Garcia.
And
Ali
And Mans.
Larder.
It's called Landman because he's the foreman for an oil company that secures land permits for them to drill on. And there's a lot of seedy and dangerous things that happen in the interim. It's
Okay.
pretty good.
Why don't you watch
Great
it? Paramount
great
Plus.
cast.
Billy Bob's good in it. He's peak Billy Bob in it.
Okay, is this a watch with my wife situation?
Yeah.
Peak Bill
Lots
Bob.
of strong women characters, I bet.
Yeah.
With the lineup there.
Okay.
Okay. South Park is returning for its 27th season on Comedy Central. The subjects include a space-traveling Sean Diddy Combs and the U.S. and Canada trade war. So the last season of South Park was 2 years ago. New episodes of the long-running series will begin on July 9th.
Should I play the little
Please.
teaser?
Shelly, have you been taking ketamine? Because I think it could really help you.
We're all gonna get fired. Where are you going?
It's okay, Sharon. I'm just gonna do some ketamine and around with the government a little. See ya.
Oh, I hope it's a Randy-centric season.
Yes.
He's the best. My favorite character, Randy. So when does it start?
July 9th.
Oh.
Gotta wait a little
while.
bit. I know.
Come on.
I'm sorry. Netflix has added new subtitling and dubbing so you don't miss any of your non-English titled shows, which make up for about 1/3 of the streamer's library. So now you can select from a full list of available 30 languages for any title when watching on a TV. Netflix shared if you're trying to learn a new language by viewing your favorite Mexican show with Korean dubbing and English subtitles, or watching the latest Netflix Discovery with family members who speak several languages, the Netflix TV experience just got a whole lot more multilingual.
So if I want to watch my favorite Mexican soap opera with Korean
Yes, you can do it.
overdubs, I could do it now?
You can do it now.
Woo.
We are living in
are.
the future.
Yeah, baby.
We are here, man.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. We talk about this guy a lot on this show. He's been accused of engaging in sexual relations with 5 Romanian women trafficked by a criminal group. Not good. The incident allegedly occurred in Cannes, where the women were presented to Van Damme as a gift, and he
Oh, my
purportedly knew they were from this trafficking group. A criminal complaint has been filed within the Romanian Directorate for Investigating Organized Crime and Terrorism by an attorney who represents one of the victims. These women were reportedly in a vulnerable state and exploited according to the Romanian law. The High Court of France must now authorize further criminal proceedings, and suspects will be called to Romania for statements.
Dang.
This accusation comes part of an ongoing investigation into human and minor trafficking initiated in 2020.
If true,
Did this just happen? Or did we already know about this?
no, I mean, this is just
Oh,
coming
okay.
to light
This
now.
is just breaking. Okay.
If true, to jail for life.
Yeah.
Did this
is-
happen recently or in the past and he's being prosecuted?
Recently, it looks like. This is not good.
So these he did this with these women recently, or is
get
this
a
an
date.
investigation that is finally?
So charges have been filed. I don't know if there's an actual date of when this happened. Like, I immediately went to the Tate brothers, like hearing about this, like Romania, right? Because they were charged in Romania for sex trafficking, allegedly, right? Or did they get prosecuted?
Yeah. But no, my question is, I'm sure it's was this at the height of his fame, and it's just coming to light now, or is this like last month?
Okay, so I'm reading the article here. So the incident allegedly took place in Cannes, where the actor is accused of having received 5 women as a gift with prior knowledge that they came from a group of traffickers.
And they don't say when?
They don't say when. But why wouldn't this have come out even earlier if it was a long time ago, whenever he was at the height?
I don't know.
feel like
it could have been
as
an
of late.
investigation has uncovered this stuff. I don't know, but
Obviously,
Horrible,
all just
true.
alleged right now, but things are coming down the pipe. After years of hope and months of speculation, Ice Cube has officially signed a deal for a new Friday movie. On Wednesday, Cube agreed with Warner Brothers and New Line Cinema to star and write Last Friday. This will be the 4th film in the series and will be the first since 2002's Friday After Next.
you've been asking for this for
the rest
Long
of your
time.
whole
a
life.
long time, Rafe. You haven't shut up about it. I'm like, dude,
Is
listen,
Chris
man.
Tucker back?
Hey, that Van Damme thing,
Is Smokey back, or are we getting Day Day again? That's what I want to know.
the Van Damme thing you did mention, it said this is part of a larger investigation into the human trafficking and trafficking of minors that began in 2020. So I don't
So
know
maybe it's-
if they're saying the trafficking began in 2020
Or
or
the
just the investigation
Right.
began in 2020.
You want to know if Chris Tucker is back?
I do.
I don't think they're saying yet. Is that going to make or break it for you?
Well, he just got
Maybe.
No,
So he just got the ability to write it, right?
Right.
Okay.
He signed a deal.
Because he did say he was back, right? I mean, he's back to doing more films.
Because he got
I
no
don't know.
money.
I don't know, but I thought Mike Epps was great too. I would go see it either way. If you could get Mike Epps and Chris Tucker in the same movie, Could be the best Friday ever.
I think Chris Tucker is famous for not having any more money, and that's why
he's going to do it.
Why he's doing things again.
Perfect. The Adventures of Cliff Booth, a laid-back stuntman that Brad Pitt played and won an Oscar for playing in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That story is going to continue. This is exciting. Brad Pitt and director David Fincher, who worked on Brad with Fight Club and The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, they're putting together The Unexpected Project, which has a script from director Quentin Tarantino. The project is being set up at Netflix, where David Fincher has a first-look deal and aims to shoot quickly this summer. No other cast is set. It's unknown if Leonardo DiCaprio will return as Rick Dalton, maybe as a cameo. But the film's official title is unknown. But insiders tell The Playlist that Netflix may have paid over $20 million for Tarantino's screenplay.
Didn't Fincher do Seven with Brad Pitt, too?
Yeah. They just
this is a scrapped. This was Tarantino's 10th movie, and he scrapped the script and turned it into this Netflix series. He was going to do, it was called The Last Film Critic, and it was going to be centered around Brad Pitt's character from. So now I guess he's on the hunt for his 10th actual film. This is his way of delaying his retirement. I feel like he's always like, he doesn't actually want to retire, so he's going to keep letting someone else direct his script.
But he said it enough times where he has to like stick to it somehow.
Stick to it, yes.
I support it.
David Fincher's got some great movies.
What else did David Fincher do?
Fight Club.
He did Seven, The Game. Remember The Game? Michael Douglas.
Jason? Oh, no.
Fight Club, Panic Room, which was awesome.
Yeah.
He did Zodiac, Curious Case of Benjamin Button, Social Network, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Yeah, he's good.
Gone Girl.
You
didn't like Gone Girl?
It was all right.
I did. I liked it.
What was the game? Was that the one about at the Giants?
That the puzzle piece on the cover of it?
No, the game was a wealthy businessman, Michael Douglas, becomes entangled in a mysterious and dangerous game that blurs the line between reality and illusion. This mind-bending thriller keeps audiences guessing until the end. 1997's The Game.
I don't remember that at all.
I think you probably saw it, and you don't remember that it's called The Game.
Yeah, I always think of the Jason Bateman movie that came out like 10 years ago where...
That's called Family Game Night.
No,
Sean
it's a
Penn.
scary one. What is it? And somebody brings a game over.
That's it.
The Game?
I think it's called Game Night.
Game Night.
This is The Game right here.
Is that? Oh, yeah, it's called Game Night with Rachel McAdams and Jason Bateman.
Every time you say The Game, I always think of there was like a couple baseball movies that came out. There was one with De Niro. There was one with Denzel.
Oh, that's The Fan.
The Fan. Okay. And there was one with Nicolas Cage or
For
something.
The Love of the Game with Kevin Costner.
Yeah, there was a lot of game things.
Yeah.
The Most Dangerous Game.
Patriot
with
Game.
Ice-T.
Patriot Game, yeah.
Guys, Rumor Willis would like us all to know that she still takes baths with her adult sisters. So the Masked Singer alum has a family dynamic, on the mind. She just recently welcomed her new daughter, and she was chatting on a podcast. She got very candid about her closeness with her family, which, honestly, the Willis family, they are very close. Demi still hangs out with Bruce and his wife, and I just think that's the most beautiful, divorced couple ever, that they still care about each other. But
He doesn't know they're divorced.
Rumor, she got candid about it. She says that she still sleeps in bed with her mom sometime. She doesn't think that's weird, which I don't think that's crazy. Like, when my mom stays at my house, I'll have her sleep in my bed. Rumor Willis.
Okay.
But I do find it a little strange that she still is taking baths with her sisters. She says, we all still take baths together, my sisters and I. And that's just kind of the house that we grew up in. Anticipating criticism, she defended. People might think that that's crazy and weird, but I don't. She talks about co-sleeping, with their own baby and all this stuff.
It's strange. And she said this. She says this to be provocative, and it's.
Being in a hot tub and bathing suit, that's one thing, but
she's saying it to be provocative.
I can't. My little brother's bigger than me. He looks like John Cena. I can't imagine us getting in opposite ends of a tub and being like, "Get in,
put your legs on each other."
Here comes the submarine. Like we're in there playing with toys together. That would just be a really bizarre thing to walk in on.
You can imagine it if you're looking for headlines. This is a headline.
Yeah. Unless they're so rich, they have like 3 tubs in one bathroom.
They have the Coming to America tub. Gil King is freaking out over going into space next week on the Blue Origin's 11th human flight. William Shatner did it 4 years ago when he was 90, and so she had him on CBS Mornings. And this is how that sounded. Here's Gail King talking to William Shatner.
You're going to feel it, Gail. And I don't want you to wear that dress because it's the color of blood. Okay? We don't want any blood, Gail. The G-forces that are going to be on you, you're going to feel like, I'm going to die. But
we don't want any blood, Gail? What? What, Bill?
Okay? We don't want any blood, Gail. The G-forces that are going to be on you, you're going to feel like, I'm going to die, but you're not going to die, Gail. Venture.
You are scaring the beef out of me right now.
Gail, say a mantra. Do a mantra like, say, Priceline. Hydrogen was being poured into the ship, and the Hindenburg had burned with hydrogen, and I'm thinking, that's frightening, girl. Between the time you leave your bed and get to the ship and go up in the air and then come back down and deal with the press, a long time. There are no bathroom facilities, so they're going to give you diapers.
Golly, he sounds fantastic for a 100-year-old.
He does.
He's 400 years old.
He's ridiculous.
There's something on the wing, honey child. It's like he's trying to talk slang to Gail.
Don't wear
He can say whatever he wants at that point.
Nobody wants
baby girl.
You know who he kind of sounds like, or you know who I see is kind of gunning for to be the next Shatner is Jeff Goldblum.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Oh yeah,
For
he does
sure.
the music. He does the.
He's got that voice.
gonna wear a diaper.
Good to know that they wear diapers. That's a question I have. It's like, how are you being up there? And finally, lots of tributes have been pouring in after we all found out that Val Kilmer had passed away. His portrayal in Doc Holliday in the 1993 Western Tombstone is legendary. And in an interview just last year, Kurt Russell, who played Wyatt Earp, said he was super great to work with. He also revealed that they exchanged some gifts after the film had wrapped, and they're kind of dark in retrospect. So Kurt ended up giving Val Kilmer a burial plot in the Boot Hill Cemetery of Tombstone, Arizona, which is famously the resting place for several old West figures. And Val gave Kurt a plot of land overlooking the Boot Hill. And so Kurt Russell said, quote, Doc Holliday was all about death, but Wyatt's all about life. I guess that pretty much says it all.
So is he going to use the plot?
That's what I thought. I don't know.
Well, he's been living out there, right? He's been living in New Mexico.
Val has?
Yeah.
They were. I know
ranch.
TMZ had a thing yesterday. They were saying like he was in such bad shape for the last couple of years.
Right.
Val Kilmer. It wasn't the cancer
It was pneumonia.
that got him. It was his body just couldn't fight all the drugs that were given to him for the cancer. And they said for the last couple of years he just was bedridden. And it was
I hope he is laid
not a
to
great
rest
ending.
here. Wouldn't that be neat?
That would be really cool.
It would be so. Or if he's cremated, like a part of him gets spread there. I hope so.
Me too. I was looking at like he said so many good movies, and somebody brought up a good point about him was like the way he handled his career after he was no longer a leading man was probably the best anyone's ever handled it. He has so many good movies that were like post his like A-list. Like, have you ever seen The Salton Sea?
Oh yeah, man.
That movie is amazing and underrated. And
That
came
was
out
late 90s.
Late 90s, straight to video.
That's
huge
a
stars
really
in it.
good
It's
movie.
really, really good. And the less you know going in, the better.
Okay.
But he basically, he plays a meth head in it. But it's a good story. It's got great actors in it. I don't know what happened with that, man. That movie was amazing. It had like the dude that plays Private Pile. What's that guy's name?
Peter Sarsgaard's in it.
Peter Sarsgaard.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
There was all kinds of amazing A-list actors.
I've never heard
in
of
it.
this.
Yeah, The Salton Sea. Yeah, it came
Check it
out.
out.
It
It's
just never did anything. What else was he in? What's
Wonderland was great. He did Mark Twain. He had like I shared a thing. He did Mark Twain live on Broadway.
Yeah, it
like
was a
Mark
stage
Twain
show.
Stage show was amazing. He
Meatloaf.
was a talented dude, man.
That was an interesting thing too, because it was like a one-man show or something. He came out and they said that he would take his makeup off periodically throughout the whole performance, and by the end of it, it was Val Kilmer.
Oh, The Island of Dr. Moreau is also a good movie.
Yeah. That was a weird one.
That was a weird one. That was with Brando.
Was that the one with the lion?
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was good with Robert Downey Jr.
Island of Dr. Moreau was with Marlon Brando. It was one of Marlon Brando's last roles.
But wasn't there like a lion attacking a whole bunch of people or something?
That's Ghost in the Darkness.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost in the Darkness.
Is that Val Kilmer?
That's Val and Michael Douglas, yep.
Yeah, that's right.
That's your crap on celebrities.
Ghost in the Darkness. Is that a movie? Is that movie crap? Because I remember seeing that.
It's not bad.
96. Celebrity celebrating a birthday on this fine day. Paris Jackson is 27. Sarah Jeffrey from Charmed is 29. Rachel Bloom from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend is 38. Amanda Bynes is 39. Leona Lewis, biggest hit was Bleeding Love. She's 40. Kobe Smulders, that's Robin on How I Met Your Mother, also in the Marvel movies, is 43. Sophia Boutella from Star Trek Beyond. And this is the Cora gal in Rebel Moon, which was total epic trash. 43. Adam Scott, Mark Scott from Severance. He's also Will Ferrell's younger brother in Step Brothers and Hysterical and everything. Parks and Recreation, 52. Jamie Bammer, that's Apollo on Battlestar Galactica, is 52. Jenny Garth from the original Beverly Hills 90210 is 53. Sebastian Bach, Skid Row, 57. Mike Ness from Social D is 63. Eddie Murphy is 64. David Hyde Pierce is 66. What is that dude doing recently, by the way?
David Hyde Pierce from The Brother from Frasier.
He makes that show.
I think he does Broadway stuff.
He is so good. The more we watch that show, the more he is just the standout. He's
Niles
66. Alec Baldwin is 67. Tony Orlando is 81. Wayne Newton is 83. And Dr. Jane Goodall, who I'm sad to say I thought had already passed.
No, she's in her 90s.
She is 91. Congratulations, years old.
All right, today's Porno Birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Lee Livingston. And today's birthday girl's been in 113 fine films, including Addicted to Boobs 6. She was also in Boobzilla 2, Casting Couch Cuties 31, Field of Not Dreams But Schemes 1 and 2, I Love Brothers. It's Big, It's Black, It's Jack 7. Natural Knockers 11 and 16, White Booty Lovers, and who could forget her role in 2018's This Is Someone's Daughter. 4.
Oh, no.
Lee Livingston is 42 years old. That's Porno Birthday. Those are crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back, and let's give away some stuff. We're going to play a game we like to call Take 5. So Moon will need the isolation headphones.
Oakley dokley.
This is a fun game. So we'll get the Great Wheel out. Is that how we did last time, the Great Wheel?
I don't remember if we let them choose. I think we've done it both ways.
Let's get the Great Wheel out. We'll put everybody's name but Rafe on the wheel. So what'll happen was, what's going to happen is, what had happened was. So what's going to happen is, so we'll...
We're in a loop right now.
Yeah, all right, so we'll get you on the phone. We'll spin the wheel. We'll put the person whose name the wheel spins and lands on in isolation, audio isolation. Rafe will ask you guys on the phone 5 questions. 5 questions that require only one-word answers. Okay. We will then take the Riz Show member out of isolation. Rafe will then ask the same 5 questions to the Riz Show member who is in isolation. You have to match 3 of the 5 answers. But you have how many chances to match? 5 chances? 5 chances to match each of the...
We do 3 questions, and you have to match. You said it different, I think, just now, or did I space out?
Is it 3 questions?
3 questions.
3 questions, 5
You have
chances.
5 chances to match.
Okay,
That's why
you.
it's called Take 5.
Man.
Best of 3. Best
what
of
is
3.
wrong with me?
That's okay.
He's thinking about lap 270.
I'm thinking about being in that car. Okay, so 3 questions.
Correct.
5 chances to guess what the person on the phone had answered. Okay, they got to match. Okay, got it. I'm sorry for the confusion, guys. I'm just going to leave it up to you next time, Rafe.
Yeah.
You got it. You're there.
We're there.
We're going to argue either way. Just get on the phone.
Listen, you guys on the phone, please, for the love of God.
Pay attention.
Not just pay attention, but don't give outrageous. Don't give outrageous answers.
I can't wait. I have some really good ones in here.
Like, name something you'd put on a pizza.
Pepperoni. Great.
That's chances are that's going to be the answer. Yeah, don't say dump truck. There's no way dump truck is going to be an answer.
Some people have a fetish for getting yelled at by you. I'm just saying. Some people that call, they want it. They want the public shame.
All right, 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. We got Chevelle tickets. We got Battlehouse tickets. We have Point Fest tickets. And we have 1 pair of tickets left to go see Marilyn Manson in September. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Take 5. We'll play next. Okay. It's 8:03. It is Thursday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We have delays 70 eastbound between First Capitol Drive and Earth City Expressway. Average speed about 20 miles an hour. Your point forecast. Scattered showers are expected this afternoon. High of 63 today, but right now it's 53 at the Point Studio.
Hi, I'm Riz from the radio, and I've been playing guitar for about 10 months now. And that means I'm ready to teach you how to play guitar too. Are you ready to learn some fine licks? Well, I want you to take classes at the Rizzuto of Fine Music. In no time, I can get you playing like this. When you sign up for classes at the Rizzuto of Fine Music, I will teach at least one class a week, 15 minutes only, and you'll get this commemorative tote bag. Achieve all your dreams. Learn how to play guitar. Yes, fine licks like this.
Victory is mine, and victory can be yours at Victory Men's Health. Guys, if you want to feel as good as you possibly can, no matter what age, you got to get into Victory Men's Health. They are freaking amazing. I've been going every couple weeks for these vitamin IV drips because I have some major vitamin deficiencies. And I just want to feel my best. You know, I got a lot going on, and they formulate their supplements and IV drips with clinically proven ingredients, and you get to get it in these zero-gravity massage chairs while watching whatever you want on this huge wall. I mean, the whole scene at Victory is just so freaking cool. Now, maybe you're looking for some weight loss options. They got the semaglutides for weight loss, that's going to have significant results in clinical trials, and maybe you're dealing with some ED issues. They got you covered there. Testosterone, they'll find out if you're low in testosterone with a blood draw, and they will have, customized treatment programs for you. So whatever you're feeling, if you want to feel better, if you want some support, that's what Victory Men's Health is there. That's their mission, is to make sure that they're improving the lives of men throughout our area and empowering us to show up fully in our lives. Victory Men's Health. Two locations, one in O'Fallon over there, one in O'Fallon here. Then you got two more locations, a Sunset Hills one that is so gorgeous, and the Town and Country one that me, Rafe, and King Scott go to. So, I mean, they make it easy. VictoryMen'sHealth.com.
Look at this, your dream home. You're renting right now. How about buying a home and building some equity? Look at you, an adult buying a house, maybe your first house. So listen, there are so many pitfalls out there. You could go with the big out-of-town bank where they treat you just like a number, or you could go with Kevin Putney, the local guy who treats you like a human being. 314-862-0123. He's gonna make the whole loan process simple and painless. It's easy. You call, you qualify, you close. 1, 2, 3, call, qualify, close. That's it. Kevin Putney's going to find the mortgage that fits your needs. A loan is like a fingerprint. One fingerprint, one loan specific to everyone. Make that call. The process is simple. 314-862-0123. Online at 123mortgage.com. I'm going to my house.
There's a big tour, big show coming to St. Louis, April the 1st over at the Chaffetz Arena. And I am very stoked for the very first time to be chatting with Co Wetzel. Co, you'll be at Chaffetz. It is the Road to El Paso Tour Part 1. And we're playing the song Creeps. And it's really nice to meet you, Co.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having us on. Thank you for jamming the music, dude.
Now, no problem at all. And we got a lot to get to here. But I, as somebody that's kind of new to you and what you do, what was the first music in your life that caught your ear, that made you, that started to kind of lay the foundation for you being a very passionate music fan?
I would probably have to say Nirvana. I grew up on all kinds of music, and then I found out who Nirvana was in the 8th grade or 7th or 8th grade, and I don't know, man. They kind of grabbed me. Kurt's voice and the way that they put all the music together was unlike anything I'd ever heard, and I was like, oh, hell yeah, I got to do this.
And so...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Patricia's. It's where fun and fantasy meet. It's that time of year again. It's wedding season, so that means bachelorette parties. Ladies, if you're in charge of planning the bachelorette party or you're in charge of, getting all the gift bag stuff, you go to Patricia's, of course. That's where you get the candy, the naughty dice, the corsets, and so much more. And if you have any questions, can't find something, feel free to ask any employee there. They're not going to judge you. Trust me, they've heard it all. Patricia's is where you go for the lotions, the lubes, the vibrating toys, the sexy costumes, the sexy lingerie. If you've been to the East Side and you see what those girls on stage are wearing, those stiletto heels, you get them at Patricia's. Things for the novice, things for the expert, and everything in between. And you have 3 very convenient Patricia's locations. St. Peter's at the Cave Springs exit, on Page, 3 miles east of the Westport Plaza, and at the corner of Grand and Gravois. For all your fun and adult toys, it's Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
It's Lux, and I'm joined by Josh from Badflower. Dude, what's up?
Cheers. How are you?
Cheers. I'm doing so well. I'm so glad we're getting to chat here.
What is that? You got stickers on your cup.
Oh my God, I got so many stickers. My vaccine sticker. I got my Canada sticker. I got all my good stickers.
Nice.
I'll hook you up with some stickers when you come here, because we'll be seeing you in less than 2 weeks at Point Fest, which is very exciting. Wow. And then after that, you got a record coming out, so we got a lot to chat about today. I'm excited.
Yes.
So yes, where are you in the world right now? Because I know you guys are currently on tour. Are you like in a bunker somewhere?
No, we're not on tour. Road, right? I mean, we've just been doing like weekend festivals.
Well, you start on the 10th or 9th, right? You start this week.
Yeah, something like that. I'm in a barn. This is where I live. This is my home.
Still on the farm. How's farm life?
Farm life is great. I mean, it's been like very sparse. Like we've been doing shows over the weekend for the most part, or like just these random things. So it's go do a big drive, come back, spend like 2 days at home prepping for like the big headline tour, go leave again, try to come back and like get more stuff done. And like it's chaotic for sure.
Who's keeping track of Maggie? Who's keeping track of the
we have other people here who are watching.
Okay, good.
Thankfully, yeah.
Good.
And Heather.
Were you able to do all of the recording for the new record from the barn?
A lot of it was done here, yeah, in this room.
That's exceptional. I mean, the last time we talked, you had just bought it. You were literally like moving in. 30 had just come out. Your birthday, July 2020 is when it came out. So happy belated 31st. You've now bypassed that. Hey man, I'm still way above you. So like, cry me a river, all right?
It's all downhill.
But I'm wondering if the last year on the farm, getting to actually do some of the record there, what that was like as opposed to having to go into studios and whatnot. What was that like?
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same for me because like even when we started this record, I started it at the house I was living at in California. So then we like went into a different studio in California to like track drums for a couple songs, and then came back and did basically everything else there. And then I moved, and the second half of the record got done partly in a studio in Nashville and then partly here. So it's kind of like split between 4 different places.
All right. Well, the new record is called "This Is How the World Ends." We are in interesting time.
Sports fans, you know DraftKings at Casino Queen has the best sports book in town. Before your favorite game, enjoy Bridgeway's social hour before going to the game. But did you know they'll also shuttle you to Busch Stadium for free? That's right, free. You can hang out at DraftKings at Casino Queen and catch a ride to the Cards game any time there's a home game. Same for Blues. There's a Blues game this weekend. Or if you go to see the Savannah Bananas Friday and Saturday, which I think has been rescheduled, but whatever
it's
day.
It's going to be in July.
Okay, so in July, you can go to DraftKings at Casino Queen, and they will take you to Busch Stadium. DraftKings offers a free sports shuttle to and from DraftKings at Casino Queen. Plus, if you decide to stay the night after the game, you save 10% on your hotel stay when you show your tickets. Or if you're military, just show a military ID and you get a discount to stay anytime because they respect the veterans in our community. And you can stay the night at DraftKings at Casino Queen anytime if you're a vet. They always have great monthly giveaways, and this April you can win 2025 Polaris Ranger from Breeze Lawn and Garden. Saturdays in April. The finale is on April 26th. So hit it out of the park this baseball season at DraftKings at Casino Queen. Book DraftKings at Casino Queen. Stay and play with the Cardinals hotel package. This Grand Slam bundle includes 1 night in a hotel stay, 10% off casino dining, 2 St. Louis Cardinals tickets, and a free shuttle service to and from the game, starting at just $159. Call 618-874-5000 to book today. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Based on availability, some restrictions apply.
Okay, so Rafe has our official bucket list.
Yes. That's right. We've talked about bucket list on here so many times. We thought, and we're getting ready to implement a new Stay tuned. We have a new contest with punishments coming up, and we thought maybe as a flip side to that, we talk about bucket lists so much that we would, instead of just being in competition with each other, we would also have a series of videos where we actually try to help each other check things off our bucket list, which is a nice thing.
Lifting each other up.
That's right.
To help us check things off our bucket list.
And to soften the blow of the horrible things we're going to do to each other in the other competition.
Love trivia. How about sports trivia?
I am okay in
Oh, my
sports
God.
trivia.
Well,
I know a lot.
I didn't hear from you, Rafe.
I loved it so much, I had to put some leaves in the gutter.
Okay.
Oh.
We are participating in a sports trivia night. Moolah Shriners Arrow Patrol presents this Saturday over at the, what's that place called? The
Moolah Shrine. Moolah.
The Moolah Shrine now on Fifi.
Yeah, on Fifi Road, Maryland Heights.
Fifi.
On Fifi.
Confifi.
So it's going to be us versus the Fast Lane, and you guys could buy a table. And we'll put all the details up on the socials if you want to participate. That's this Saturday. The Moolah Shriners Arrow Patrol presents sports trivia. Grab a group of people, buy yourself a table, or you come by yourself. Hosted by Randy Carricker.
Nice.
Yeah.
Saturday starting at 7:00. All the details up on our socials. All right, let's give away some stuff. Oh, I see here there will be a bragging rights trophy given away.
You're darn right.
Win it, you guys.
Yeah, it's us versus those ESPN fellers over there. And I'm bringing water balloons.
Riz Show versus
just to throw them off their
Fast Lane.
game.
I'll bring in some Fireball that you can hand out to them.
Yeah.
So they do worse.
Jason Isringhausen is going to be there, and I'm going to have.
There is.
Izzy's going to take those balloons and hit Marsh upside the
Jason
head. hopefully.
Isringhausen.
That's right.
Whoa. Saturday. All right, we are going to play Take 5. And this is a very simple game. Okay, stop me if I'm wrong here. You guys on the phone, we'll pick you up. We'll say, hello, Riz Show. And you go, hey, I'm ready to win some tickets. And then we'll spin the great wheel. The wheel will determine your partner. We will then put the Riz Show member in isolation. Rafe will ask you 3 questions.
Whoa.
3 questions requiring one-word answers. You answer the questions. We then pull the Riz Show member out of isolation. You'll then ask the same question. 5 chances to match the listener. 2 out of 3 matches right. Boom, you win your choice of tickets. Chevelle tickets, Battle Lux tickets, Point Fest tickets. We have 1 pair of tickets left to go see Marilyn Manson in September. Got it? Great. Sponsored by
CarStar, your auto body repair expert. Hail damage, see them at carstar.com.
All right, 314-624-3833. 618-398-3833. Let's go to the phones. And we've got Shane. Hello, Shane.
What's up, guys? I'm here.
All right, there is Shane. Okay, Shane, stand by. We're going to spin the great wheel. We will see who you're playing with. Oh, great wheel.
Oh, great wheel.
Oh, great wheel. Who will Shane be playing
winner.
with? Shane will be matched up with King Scott.
Easy win.
Okay, let's put
Got
King
you, buddy.
Scott into isolation.
Oh,
I know how
headphones on.
Shane thinks, so I'm going to go for it.
There you go.
Okay, Scott, put these on.
Okay.
Already music going. Put them on.
Ah.
Okay. Rafe, it's time to administer the words. He's in isolation.
He's in isolation. Shane,
not
good
the
luck.
Words of questions.
Shane, name a U.S. state that borders Canada.
I can't think of a name.
This will go well for you then.
A U.S. state that borders Canada.
Any state that
any of
borders
them.
Canada.
Any state.
Hawaii?
Let's go with that.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to kill it at this game. I can tell already.
Moving on.
Moving on. Name a reality show that is not The Bachelor.
The Price is Right.
Price is Right. Okay.
Okay. I feel like you are
Keep
not.
going. Keep going, Rafe.
Okay. Name an animal, specific animal, that lives in the ocean.
Shark.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay. Hang on. Hang on, Shane. I don't think we're going to do great here. I would
Hey,
be.
you don't know.
I don't think we're going to get to 3.
You don't know anything.
I don't think we're going to get 2
This
matches
is a
here.
very odd man,
This
too.
is an unpredictable
Okay?
game.
These two.
You
could
know
be
what? If
best
there
friends.
were to be a
Beauty.
person teamed up with Shane, it's King
Yeah.
Scott.
You have a
the
chance. You actually have a
King
chance.
Scott,
here.
there's always a chance. Okay, let's go.
Okay, here we go. Scott, how
I made
you
it through
feeling?
10 songs.
Remember, you have 5 chances to match Shane.
Yeah, I feel very good. No one was like, it didn't seem like anyone was laughing hard or anything.
No, there's no reason to laugh here.
Okay.
Okay.
This is good. This
Here
will
we
be
go.
easy.
King Scott. Name a U.S. state that borders Canada.
Really think outside of the states.
No hints.
Learn. Stop it.
Name a U.S. state that borders Canada.
So it's not Michigan.
Is that your guess? No,
Is that
that's
make
one down.
guesses
You
only?
see, that's a guess.
Well, yeah,
down.
that was my guess. But the hint, I'm going to say Florida, Texas, okay, New York, Maine.
Moving on.
That was 5.
Yeah.
And the answer that Shane gave was
Hawaii. Shane said Hawaii borders Canada.
Technically.
What are
Hawaii.
we talking about?
Not Montana, not Washington.
no, not technically, Scott. No.
It used to, and
Not
then it
Maine.
broke off.
No.
It's the only state that borders nothing. The only
It's the
state
only state without
that
borders.
borders nothing.
It's okay. Hey,
Hawaii,
most states
yeah.
don't have borders, dude.
But we're coming back.
Hawaii
I
does
don't
not
see
border
borders.
anything.
Hey.
I don't see
I don't
borders.
see borders.
Hey, dude.
One Earth, dude.
Ain't nothing but ocean between Hawaii and Canada, brother.
Okay,
It's just a big old wet border.
Here we go.
It's a big
Hey.
wet border.
Really
Let's
get your brain
rebound
out.
here.
Get
Let's
your
rebound.
brain out.
All right.
Here we go.
Name a reality show that is not The Bachelor.
The Kardashians.
Would have been my answer, but
Okay. Real World.
also great
Very
answer.
great answer.
Good answer.
Really think about it, Scott.
You got
Okay,
3
this
more.
could be tough.
You got 3
What's
more.
the
to think.
realest of real?
Trying to think like Shane. And Shane is awesome. And
Shane's great. Love
he
Shane.
would have said, the Hulk Hogan one.
Hulk Hogan one? That's
Hogan
not
at
what he said.
home.
Hogan knows
and
best.
Son.
Hogan,
Hogan
yeah.
knows best.
The
I'd have given you the Hulk Hogan one at this point.
That is
2
true.
more, Scott. Let's go.
all right, Stallone's
And 1 more.
and
more try.
Ozzy.
We're
Say
done.
goodbye.
Shane said, The Price is Right.
Don't get no realer than that.
Don't get no realer than that.
Technically, it is a reality show.
Yeah,
right?
he's right. It is.
Hey,
And
that
I
little
apologize.
microphone
I
was
would put
real,
that
dude.
more in the game show
I
category,
would
not
put that
the
in the
reality
game
show.
show
But that's
Well,
category.
that's not you playing,
I
okay? So
should've-
when you get a turn, I hope you do really well.
I apologize.
and the
buddy.
last one.
Just
Oh,
for
okay.
fun, name a specific animal that lives in the ocean.
Well, from our current. Okay, I'm going to say whale.
No.
Shark.
There we go.
Okay,
Point for
good.
Scott.
Hey, we got one.
I was
go,
waiting for it to
Shane.
be something else.
By
you
the
know?
third
elephant.
try, Shane caught on.
Okay.
Sorry,
I love you,
Shane.
Shane. He's a sweet man.
He is a sweet guy.
Shane's
If we
nice.
would have said Ferrari.
I was close, guys.
All right, Angie, hello.
Hey, happy birthday, Riz.
Thank you, Angie. Let's spin the wheel. Let's see who's playing with Angie. Here we go. Round and round she goes. Playing take 5. And Angie is playing with Moon. Let's
Yeah,
see
baby.
those headphones here, King
Woo-hoo.
Scott.
Okay.
Ooh,
All right, Angie,
moving.
lock it up.
Let's go. Moon's in isolation. Here he goes.
Wait, 1 second.
And rock and roll. All right.
Ian.
Rafe, the questions.
Good luck, Angie.
Thank you.
Question 1. Name something you find in a glove compartment.
Owner's manual.
Very
Okay.
good.
Good answer.
Okay, nice.
Like that. Besides Brazil, name a country in South America.
Peru.
Peru, okay.
Okay.
There's a ghost talking.
Are you cheating, Angie?
No.
We're bad at geography. Sometimes we need
We
to
are
cheat.
bad at geography.
Did you accidentally turn your inner monologue on where we could hear it?
That's okay.
Probably.
All right. Besides Darth Vader, name a movie villain.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Besides Darth Vader, name a movie villain.
The villain. The Joker.
Great answer.
Great
That's what I would have said too.
answer. Angie.
Okay, Angie. Okay.
She's
Angie,
loving it.
All those
Angie,
are
if you were to win, what do you want?
Point Fest tickets.
Point Fest. I can't wait to see you there. Hang on 1 second. Angie, let's see how Mooners does. Okay.
Take the gimp out of the box.
Here we go.
How we feeling?
Let's see. I don't listen, I don't know how to feel anymore.
All right.
You don't know how to feel it, but
I don't know how to
that's-
feel.
That doesn't feel good.
Okay, here we go.
It's fine. This is great.
It is. This is great.
Moon
What's the problem
Valgine.
right now?
Okay, what you got?
Name something found in a glove compartment.
Gloves. Map. Uh-oh. Well, we're in St. Louis. A gun.
Good
Two more.
guess.
Good guess.
Okay.
Really get your brain out.
Oh boy. Oh boy. In a glove box. Wait, you said glove compartment, right?
Yes.
In a glove box.
Glove, map, gun. Let's say car manual.
Give it to him.
That's right.
Owner's manual. Yes.
Manual. I
That's
always
pretty
said
much
car
what it's
manual.
for now.
I know. Just a little
Okay.
bookshelf.
That's all that's in there.
Here we go.
All
Why didn't I say that first?
Insurance card or
Oh yeah, insurance card,
stickers
but that's
in
all.
mine.
But yeah, that's on the phone.
Yeah.
newborn.
Cool
Napkins
pen.
in my wife's.
Newborn. Good one.
Napkins. Yeah.
Okay, Moon. Besides Brazil, name a country in South America.
Argentina, Chile, Peru.
Way to go.
And we're
Peru.
Angie, we will see you at Point Fest.
That is
we will.
beautiful.
Thank you, Moon.
Yeah, thank you, dude.
And let's see
good.
3 for 3. Let's see what
Good job,
happens.
Just
Angie.
if you go 3 for 3, you don't get anything extra except the satisfaction.
Accolades.
Besides Darth Vader, name a movie villain.
Name a movie villain.
That's what he asked.
Yeah. Jafar.
What did Angie say?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, oh my gosh, dude. Let's see. I'm trying. Hannibal Lecter.
Just start rattling ones off.
Slow stakes.
Well, I don't know.
Don't go too hard.
I guess let's say Cruella de Vil.
Oh, good one.
Oh, thank you.
That's 3.
Man, the Beast from Sandlot. No.
One more.
And let's say,
The final guess.
golly, dude. Who's the bad guy?
Yeah.
Mr. Smith.
No.
The Joker.
Agent Smith. Oh, Joker. Duh.
Did you joke at her?
Okay.
That's a good one.
Hurricane Chris, hello.
Hey, how we doing today? We ready to win some tickets?
Let's go, Chris.
Here
Let's
comes
spin the
Chris.
wheel. Here
Let's
comes
go.
Chris. And it's going to be Moon once again.
Okay.
So Moon going into isolation again.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Lock it up.
Here we go.
Here we go, Chris.
Go.
Chris,
Yep.
name an instrument. Wait, okay, he's in ISO.
Yeah, he's good.
Name an instrument in a marching band.
Trombone.
Okay, that's good. It's a very prominent
answer.
instrument in a marching band. Chris, name a famous Jeff.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum? Is that what you said? Okay.
Okay. Sound like you took a bite of something when you said that.
Sorry.
That's okay, man. Just enjoy that king-size Butterfinger you're eating while you're playing a game on the radio.
That's right, Chris. All right.
Chris, name a thing people collect.
I collect compliments.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I was just trying to think about what Moon would say. I'm gonna say sports cards, I guess.
Sports
cards.
So I think you need to be a little more specific.
Like baseball cards.
Like if he says
I
baseball.
gotta be.
Oh, cards.
Yeah,
You said cards.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Baseball
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can do baseball
Okay, I
cards.
think you're good, man.
Okay,
I think
Chris,
you're gonna get
if
it.
you were to win, what do you want?
Well, honestly, like what I was really wanting, I was gonna ask Moon about it, was can you feel the punk tonight?
All right, listen, if you win, I'm sure he'll oblige. Okay?
All right.
Hang on.
That would be amazing.
Okay,
Yeah.
hang on, Chris. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Hey, I hate to put you on the spot.
How'd he do?
I hate to put you on the spot, but if Chris wins, he wants Can You Feel the Punk Tonight tickets.
All right, pressure's on.
Done?
Hand delivered.
I shall deliver.
Okay. Here we go.
Moon, name an instrument in a marching band.
Drums. Trumpet. Oh. An instrument in a marching band. Tuba. Trombone. Yeah! We'll have that at Can You Feel the Punk Tonight.
There we go. Hurricane
job.
Chris loves trombones.
Yeah, so do we.
All right.
Trombone solos and everything.
Name a famous Jeff.
Jeff Burton. Jeff Goldblum. Yes!
Chris? All right, buddy. Hang on. Okay, everybody settle down.
Would have accepted Daniels.
Gordon.
That man sounds
You would
like
have accepted anything if they matched.
Gordon.
Jeff Gordon.
If they matched, everything would have been accepted.
It's a match game.
Even if, what country borders Canada? If Scott would have said Hawaii too, would have counted.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's just fun to say them out loud.
We just talked about Jeff Goldblum.
Thanks for yucking my yum.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Way to
Rafe.
listen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's
He's
fine.
hurt.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I just wanted to rattle off some Jeffs.
Cool.
Just your knowledge of Jeff's?
I just wanted to show off my
This guy
Jeff
knows
knowledge.
Jeff.
I've got deep Jeff knowledge.
Last one, just for fun.
Name something people collect.
Baseball cards.
There it is.
Oh my gosh.
Meant to be.
Meant to be.
Meant to be. All right, that's Hurricane Chris. Let's go to Bobby. Hello, Bobby.
Hey, what's up? Happy birthday, Riz.
Hey,
you.
Bobby. All right, spinning the wheel. Let's see who Bobby's going to play with, and it's going to be Learn.
Hello, Bobby.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up?
All right, let's put Learn in isolation. Grab those headphones.
It's really loud. So let me know if it's too loud.
You know how deaf I am.
Bobby, if you were to win, what would you like?
That's perfect.
Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson, final pair of Manson tickets. We got them for Bobby. If he wins, take 5. Here we go.
Bobby, are you on a
heavy.
ventilator?
Yeah. Bobby, stop breathing heavy.
Do we need to
You're
make
killing me.
special arrangements to wheel your iron lung into Point Fest if you win, or a Marilyn Manson?
I already got the Point Fest tickets.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Bobby, here we go. Name a Super Bowl ad brand. A Super Bowl ad
Cheerios.
brand. Cheerios.
Cheerios.
Okay. Looks like you'll be stand.
Can I just ask you, now you locked in Cheerios. Why did you not say Budweiser?
I don't know. I wouldn't
Obviously,
think
that's
that.
the...
No.
Because they always end up on a Cheerios box.
What?
No
Or
bad
Wheaties,
answers,
I'm sorry.
remember?
Wheaties.
That was Wheaties.
It's Wheaties, but you locked in Cheerios. I'm sorry.
No bad answer.
Okay.
I
No
do
bad
like
answers.
Cheerios. Now I'm thinking about Cheerios.
Name something people buy at a gas station that is not gas.
You can't say Cheerios.
Coffee.
Great answer. He could say Cheerios if he wants to.
And finally, name a popular Saturday Night Live host.
Saturday Night Live host. Jay Leno.
Jay Leno.
Okay. Well,
All
enjoy
right, Bobby.
Point Fest.
All right, we're going to have some problems here.
Have fun at Point Fest.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Bobby wants Manson tickets.
Well, Bobby's going to get him then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Whatever Bobby wants,
Let's see.
Bobby
Here we
gets.
go.
I like the
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's rattle off these answers.
Take
Let's
your
go.
brain out, as he said.
To use your own hints on you, use your brain.
Hey, take your brain out.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Take your brain out.
Learn, name a Super Bowl ad brand.
Super Bowl ad brand? Nike.
1,
Jesus.
2,
Budweiser.
3.
Good answer so far.
Take your brain out.
Ooh, Super Bowl ads. What do I remember?
What do you remember, Learn? You got 2 more.
I remember
that brain
Kanye West, unfortunately.
Kanye West, no. And 1 more.
And then Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings, no. He answered Cheerios.
Cheerios.
Nobody remembers that, Bobby.
Cheerios did not even run an ad. I don't
can't
think.
remember something.
I think
I've never
everything I named ran an ad this year. I just want you to all be aware.
He meant to say Wheaties also didn't probably run.
It was on the
Bobby
Game Show
high as a
Network at
kite?
that time.
Okay, we can
Here we go. Let's
All
read
right.
out here.
Here we go for Marilyn Manson. For Marilyn Manson,
The
name
beautiful
something.
baby.
Name something people buy at a gas station that isn't gas.
Candy bar, beer, ice, chewing tobacco, cigs.
I didn't realize there were so many great answers to that.
Sorry, Bobby lost.
I mean, those
I
are,
went with like coffee.
those were the top 5
What
answers.
a nerd. No.
And just for fun, because I want to
everything
see.
I buy.
Those were excellent answers.
Thank
Holy
you.
Yeah, I didn't
cow.
think
They were,
about
like,
those.
Perfect
That's
answers.
awesome.
Thanks, guys. I know my gas station.
Just for fun.
Just
Beer,
for fun.
ice.
Name a popular Saturday Night Live host.
Well, Morgan Wallen just did it, and he said,
Host.
"Oh, I'm sorry,
Host.
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 I thought she was talking.
Oh, he didn't host. He was the musical guest.
She's on the right. Oh.
He was
I see,
musical
I
guest.
see.
Host.
Like, let's go to the 5 Timers Club. Like,
Great place
Like
to go.
That's
Tina
where I would
Fey.
start too. Tina Fey's a
Great.
good guess.
Let's do an Alec Baldwin. Let's
Brilliant
do
guess.
a Martin Short.
Even better.
Let's do a Kristen Wiig.
Sure.
That's a good
Or
guess.
a
Ex-cast
Lady
member.
Gaga.
Oh,
Gaga
great guess.
also.
He said Jay
Unfortunately,
Leno.
He said Jay Leno, who's never hosted Saturday Night Live.
Well, he was on the same network.
Yes.
So
Yes, that
Bobby
makes
really likes Point Fest and doesn't love Marilyn Manson. as
Bobby
much
said
as
he's
he
got
does.
Point Fest tickets.
Okay.
Oh, he does. Okay,
Yeah,
so
he's going.
Hey, it's
We'll see him
all
at
right.
Point Fest.
All right,
We're gonna make fun of him there. Brandon, hello.
Hello, good morning.
All right, Brandon, we're gonna spin the wheel. Let's see who you're playing with. And it's gonna be May. It's gonna be May. Okay.
Here we go.
Think like Riz. All right, Brandon. Here we go. In isolation. Nope, I got nothing.
He's going to love this. All right. Who am I talking to? Brandon?
Brandon.
Brandon, good luck.
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you. Oh, hey, real quick, I'm the guy that Moon won with Michael Phelps the last time.
Thank
Oh.
you. We
Oh,
don't remember
nice.
that, but thank you.
Yeah, that was a
telling you.
pro athlete.
What tickets
Yeah.
did you go to?
Pantera.
Oh, nice.
Bandera. All right,
All right,
Brandon.
well, good luck.
Thank you.
Name a book that's been banned.
Oh. I really don't know.
Any book, any time that has been banned.
Mockingbird.
The Mockingbird book.
That's actually a really good answer because that was
Oh,
banned.
cool.
To Kill a Mockingbird?
Kill a Mockingbird was banned, yes, in
Okay.
many schools for a long time.
That's ridiculous. It's a great book.
Well, most of the banned books are ridiculous. Here we go. Name a non-chocolate candy.
Non-chocolate candy, Starburst.
Good answer. I think we'll get there. And finally, name a daytime talk show host.
Jay Leno.
Daytime.
No, too late.
Oh, daytime.
Already
Oh,
answered.
no.
Too
All
late.
right,
Dang
too
it.
late. My apologies.
Better hope he gets the first two.
Also, I don't know if he's a Starburst boy. We'll see.
We're about to find out. Let's get the little Italian
Look at his
man
head
out of
bobbing.
the
He
box.
is.
All right, buddy. Hey, now, he's won tickets before. From this game with me, can you deliver?
It shouldn't take this long.
It shouldn't, but you know what? It does.
Yeah.
What do you mean? We're having a
Buckle
good
up.
time.
12 questions. It's a lot to answer.
He only got a quarter through that deep cut.
Brandon, what are we playing for?
I am playing for Chevelle.
Oh,
Chevelle.
Chevelle tickets. Okay,
Nice.
Chevelle at the at St. Louis Music Park. All right, hang on 1 second, Brandon. Let's see if we can get you those tickets.
Riz,
Yes,
are you ready?
yes.
Name a book that has been banned.
The Bible,
No.
No.
Catcher in the Rye,
No.
No. Good guess.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
You got it.
Wow.
Very impressed.
Good answer.
All right. Well, congrats.
Nice.
I feel good about this now. I was like, we don't get that one, we're in trouble.
Okay.
On the
However,
board.
name a non-chocolate candy.
Non-chocolate candy. Swedish Fish.
Ooh,
Oh.
great guess.
Good guess.
Gummy bears.
No.
Oh, even better guess.
Non-chocolate candy. Oh God.
Use your brain.
I'm trying
Take
to
your brain
use
out.
I'm trying to use my brain.
Come on, use
Think
it.
like Brandon.
The Hawaii bar. Take your brain out.
A non-chocolate candy.
Yes.
A mockingbird bar.
Let's go. Rattle them off.
Raisins.
Okay.
What?
Hey, that's great. That is God's candy.
Not bad, yeah.
I'm trying to think outside.
You're missing
outside
a big
the-
one.
Yeah, you were.
That's
A
enough
whole
of
bunch
that.
of big ones.
I knew it, by the way. I had
Um,
my questions.
Got two more guesses.
It's tough when the brain locks up, isn't it? Especially when everybody's staring at you to get the answer out quickly.
That's three.
Yeah.
Big one.
No. Last one.
No, that wasn't.
Oh,
I said a big one.
Well, I'm sure
You
there's
can't
a
ask
big one.
questions.
Candy
You can't-
bar.
you- I got yelled at
I
for
just said
asking
a big
questions.
one.
Oh, just come on.
Come on.
Dots.
No.
That's a great guess.
That's a great guess, though.
Okay. I have in my head an answer, but a couple. But
you only have one more.
But I got one more.
Right.
Last guess.
So you're going to have to choose one and say it on the radio.
Starburst.
Got it. Last guess.
Got it. Oh.
I was worried you were stealing, man.
Sometimes the time.
We did it. Okay,
He was
Brandon,
very
hang on.
excited about that information.
Michael Phelps.
Which
Well, I
I
think
thought was a dumb answer.
No,
Right,
it
I remember.
Wrong again.
All right. Sally Jessica.
Wrong again.
No.
Jerry Springer.
Wrong
No.
again.
Really?
So
Yeah,
the way
you
you're
said-
saying this
say it again.
is
Go
the
ahead.
way you're saying this is
Just wait. Can I put my finger on the
Don't
buzzer?
use your brain.
Jenny Jones.
No.
From what I'm understanding, it's not going to be somebody who has a daytime talk show.
Take
Who
a
is
shot
it?
in the dark.
Jay Leno. Was it Jay Leno?
Yes, he said Jay Leno again. We had another Jay Leno who has never,
3
ever
for 3.
hosted the show we asked for.
Really good times.
That's why I was like, if you don't get To Kill a Mockingbird, this game is over, dude.
You got
I would
it.
have gotten it.
You would have got it.
Yeah,
I don't know if
dude,
we'd have hinted it that
you
hard,
would've hit
but
it.
maybe not.
All right, one more,
That is the
Brandon.
best.
Brandon and O'Fallon. Brandon.
3 for 3.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello.
One more game. Let's go.
Hello.
Hello. All right. And he's going to play with.
Oh, that looks like Learn.
Learn.
All right.
Where's it? Oh,
All right.
All right.
Okay, let's move through this quickly, guys.
Baby. You know what time it is.
Okay.
Learn's in isolation.
There we go. Oh, I need music. Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Brandon 2, Electric Boogaloo. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
Name a musician with a face tattoo.
Post Malone.
Great.
Great. That should be
That
a
should be
no-brainer.
it, yeah.
Besides Star Wars, name a sci-fi movie.
Ooh.
Remember who you're playing with.
Star Trek.
Star Trek. Okay. She'll get there.
She might get there. There's a chance she'll get there. Okay. Finally, name a canceled celebrity.
Oh. Kanye West.
Great. I think it's 3 for 3 here.
I do too.
What are we playing for?
Marilyn Manson tickets.
Last pair of tickets. Let's go. Let's go.
all right.
All right, Learn.
Manson tickets on the
Manson
line
tickets
again.
on the line. What do you have a mouthful of?
Turkey sandwich.
Okay.
Back on the bird.
All right. Real turkey, huh?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Real talk, real turkey. Learn, name a musician with a face tattoo.
Jelly roll. Post Malone.
Boom.
I get
Next.
them interchanged.
Post Malone. Great answer. All right. Besides Star Wars, name a sci-fi movie.
Twilight Zone. Starship Troopers.
Oh, that's a great one.
Good guess.
Sci-fi movie.
Great guess.
E.T. Alien.
Last one.
And
Use your brain.
Mars Attacks.
Think like Brandon.
Star Trek.
It's too late. Star Trek.
Oh.
And finally, and I think you can bring it home on this one, name a canceled celebrity.
Louis C.K. Harvey Weinstein. Canceled celebrities. Kanye West.
There it is.
Kanye.
What'd he do?
There it is.
Kanye West.
Congratulations,
Good guess.
Brandon. Winner. And that's how we take 5. All right. We got there, guys.
That was good.
I'll take a break. We'll come back. I have 3 options for douchebag of the day. 3. And then we'll get into some of your emails.
Great.
So I need your help with these douchebags. And they all kind of share a common theme, but we'll see who is officially the douchebag of the day. It is 8:43. It is Thursday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We have... Man,
Is
I
that
don't
your
know.
computer?
No.
What was that?
What would you...
It was in my headphones. I think it was your computer.
270 eastbound between Fardy Far and Big Bend. There is average speed down to about 25 miles an hour. Your point forecast, scattered showers are expected this afternoon. High of 63. Right now it is 54 at the Point Studio.
Aha! Welcome back to the farm. So today's a special day because I got Mark from Colonel Landscaping here. Hey, Mark.
How's it going?
So Mark brought us a gift, the gift of a tree. So Mark, what is it? What does this symbolize? What is this tree? What do we call this?
So this would be kind of like a statement tree. Or a memorial tree sometimes. Moving on to a new piece of land, you put this thing in there, it grows along with you as you grow with the land.
Well, a memorial would be like if I died and then you plant this over me. So we'll call this a statement tree.
Statement tree.
So this is a statement tree courtesy of Mark and Colonel Landscaping for Riz Farms here, which will be put up in front of the house and it'll be on the farm for forever.
Yep.
All right, so Mark, what kind of tree is this?
This is an autumn blaze maple, so it's going to get beautiful fall colors. It's a relatively fast grower, so it's going to get nice and big, give the house some shade.
Oh, awesome. So we need to put this.
You know, inflation and debt, maybe it's crushing you, and maybe you want a way out, and you want to just be happy for the first time in years and just feel free and get cash to finally secure your retirement, pay off some bills, or even plan your future. Well, you don't have to win the lottery. I have a great idea. You can reach out for the Sell and Stay program with TrueHold, and it's easy. Use your home's value, and you can sell it to TrueHold, and you can bank all that equity in cash right now, and you don't even have to move. So you get to stay in your home, the place you've loved, you've raised your kids, you got the gardens in the yard. Well, you get to keep all that, and you get to stay there. And in fact, TrueHold's even going to pay your property taxes, home insurance, and essential home repairs, all with an affordable lease, and it's incredible. So TrueHold will unlock your wealth without uprooting your life. Get a TrueHold offer right now while your home value is high. Call 1-855-300-9993 or just visit TrueHold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out your home's value without moving, that's TrueHold.com.
By the one and the only Brent Smith of Shinedown.
I forgot how that song goes. All I heard was ding, 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 ding. I'm like, what are the actual words?
I don't think anybody actually knows.
Is that Girls?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
There we go. That is some 80s.
You know what? We
That
got
is
to bring it back
hardcore.
for the weekends,
Okay.
right? The holiday weekends. So we got Brent Smith, Shinedown. It's a Point Big Summer show. Couldn't be more excited to have you guys, Jelly Roll, back in St. Louis.
Yep. And John Harvey for the first time.
And John Harvey. It's going to be insane. So this is the Planet Zero World Tour.
It
and,
is.
You know, I'm not supposed to play favorites, but I'm a little obsessed with the album.
Cool.
A little obsessed with it. Now, what I think makes this album so interesting and so cool is that every few songs, there's a Siri type AI
Siren.
voice. Siren. Okay,
Her
can
name.
you tell me a little bit about Siren?
I can tell you how it was born, the dynamic of this album, because our last record was Attention, which was a story album and was always meant to be conceptual. We did not set out to make a conceptual piece again with Planet Zero. It just kind of fell into place. But, you know, we wrote this album in the midst of a pandemic.
Sure.
And there was a lot of things going on in the United States. There was a lot of things going on in the entire world. And I just remember getting to Charleston with Eric Bass, our bass player, who's also the producer, engineer, and the mixer of Planet Zero.
The brain.
Yep. And I remember it was like June of 2020, and he just looked at me, and it was pretty early on in the writing process, but he just said, it feels like we're on Planet Zero right now. And so it just opened up a floodgate of emotions and very, very thought-provoking ideas, and a lot of the subject matter were things that we had never tackled before, but very rarely does an artist and an audience and a world, not just a country, experience something like a pandemic for the first time. At least in our generation, the last one was 100 years ago. And so we're all in the same playing field. And we had to write about what was going on, but we also needed to make sure that we talked about the road forward. And the only way, I don't care who you are, the only road forward is together.
Amen.
You can have opinions, you can have disagreements and all those types of things, and nurture those elements with each other as human beings, but we are much stronger together. So it's a very ferocious record, but it's also a very triumphant record.
Absolutely, and I think that Siren voice it says the quiet part out loud, what we're all thinking.
Yeah.
And it really puts it in the forefront. And I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Daylight is Shinedown's 19th #1.
It's insane.
How does that feel?
Not real. Well, the other thing that's crazy about it is, Daylight is actually the 29th single that we've released as a band. So it's the 19th #1 at rock radio in the United States. We actually hold the record for that. But that all goes to you guys and girls. And honestly, I've said this before. I will continue to say it. Shinedown Nation is the most incredible fan base on the planet. We only have one boss. It just happens to be everybody in the audience. So all that is because of you and the station and the public, not just in the United States, but globally.
Sure.
So it all goes back to the fan base.
Yeah, that's something, I've been a fan. Like I had, when I was an angsty teenager, I had 45 as my MySpace song,
Cool.
And I remember going to like the Carnival of Madness shows and the circus theme. And it was such a give and take relationship with you guys. And it's always been like that. And now Daylight, it's been huge for you, obviously. And you guys just released a reimagined version. Can you tell me a little bit about that, how that came about?
The Reimagine is all, once again, in the corner of Mr. Bass. They came to us, luckily they came to us early about it and said, this is what we want to do. We understand that you just released the record with the version that's on the album, but if we were to ask you to kind of reimagine it, what would you do? And so, Eric basically had to request from Barry a couple of things that he needed, request some things from Zach because we were out here on the road. We had a short window of time that we were off before we came out here on this because we were in Canada. We had about 3 weeks off. And so he put together this just epic band version of this song with, in a way, man, it was like, the first time I heard it, it reminded me, it was like an homage in a way to Purple Rain.
Okay,
like
I can see. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just was...
I felt like I was taken to church.
And we're talking about mosquitoes, we're talking about ticks, and of course you want to protect your family, you want to protect your property, and this is why you should call Amco Ranger Termite Pest Solutions. Let them handle all your pest control needs. Protecting what matters since 1965. Termites, mosquitoes, ticks, mice. I mean, these are public health problems. Bugs in and around the house are more than just a nuisance. They could be a real threat to the health of people in the house, of pets in the house. Amco Ranger, they're not satisfied until you're satisfied. They are committed to giving you the best pest management services available. They stand behind every single service they perform. So if you are not 100% satisfied with their work, they will make it right. You always get the best price. They guarantee that. They're trusted. They're local. They're family-owned. Over 60 years of experience serving the St. Louis area. A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. All the employees are well-trained. They're licensed. They're background checked. Listen, I'm comfortable enough to have them at my house. And they are one source for all pest control needs. And ask about their new bundles that combine the most popular services into one plan with incredible discounts. Amco Ranger, 636-441-BUGS. That's 636-441-BUGS. Online at amcoranger.com. Protecting what matters since 1965.
By the one and the only Brent Smith of Shinedown.
I forgot how that song goes. All I heard was ding, 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 ding. I'm like, what are the actual words?
I don't think anybody actually knows.
Is that Girls?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
There we go. That is some 80s.
You know what? We
That
got
is
to bring it back
hardcore.
for the weekends, right?
Okay.
The holiday weekends. So we got Brent Smith, Shinedown. It's a Point Big Summer show. Couldn't be more excited to have you guys, Jelly Roll, back in St. Louis.
Yep. And John Harvey for the first time.
And John Harvey. It's going to be insane. So this is the Planet Zero World Tour.
It
and,
is.
I'm not supposed to play favorite.
We got Kevin Farley coming on.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Have you met him before?
I have.
He comes in like once a year, I think.
Yeah, he's great.
He's very sweet.
He's a very sweet man, and we got a surprise for him.
We do, yeah.
Something I think, and I don't want to give it up here yet, but I think something that'll be tug of the old heartstrings.
Yeah, I think so. I got a very special gift tomorrow. I got a friend of mine coming in. He's been holding on to something for the Farley family. It'll be cool.
Yeah, this is going to be great. So tomorrow, Kevin Farley, who will be at Funny Bone this weekend.
I think.
I'm taking a big swing on
Funny
that.
Bone St. Charles.
Okay.
It is Funny Bone. I don't know which one.
All right, now, guys, I want you to pay attention, okay? This is very important work we're going to do here. Got to crown the douchebag of the day.
Okay.
So I've got 3 candidates for you. So you tell me who's the worst. Candidate number 1. And we'll start local here. It takes a special kind of person to stoop this low. And this douchebag of the day candidate works for Spectrum. You know, the cable people.
Mm-hmm.
And he's an employee named Jalen Leonard. He decided to moonlight as a jewel thief while on the clock. So here's the story. According to police in Bridgeton, Jalen is accused of stealing a diamond wedding ring worth $10,000 from a customer's home on December 10th of 2024. Whoa. Now, this wasn't some random crime of opportunity. This is downright brazen. So the customer realized her ring was missing 2 days after a pair of Spectrum employees had been in her bedroom fixing the TV. The ring, which was sitting on a ring holder atop a dresser, vanished into thin air. Poof. Now, the victim did the right thing, called both the police and Spectrum to report the theft, and props to Spectrum for actually investigating the claim. Now, using their vehicle tracking system, the company found that one of the 2 employees who visited the customer that day had driven straight to a pawn shop in St. John later that day. That employee, none other than Jalen. And police confirmed that the stolen wedding ring had been pawned at the shop, and Jalen was quickly identified as the culprit. Now, here's where it gets even more pathetic. She pawned the ring, the $10,000 ring, Jalen. $10,000 ring, pawned it for $200.
Oh, what?
That's like asking for gas money after stealing somebody's car.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she eventually turned herself into to the Bridgeton police, where she confessed to taking the ring. Her excuse, she needed the money to help out family members.
Oh,
Come on.
Makes sense.
A saint.
Well, we could all sympathize with wanting to help loved ones. Stealing sentimental and expensive pieces of jewelry from a customer's home, not the way to do it. And St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney's Office has charged Jalen with stealing. So there we go. That's candidate number 1, local. The Spectrum employee. Candidate number 2. Now, it's not every day we hear about somebody stealing from kids, but Carla O'Brien took this to a whole new level, serving as the treasurer for the Fox Chapel Area Baseball Softball Association. Carla, in Fox Chapel, Pennsylvania, pocketed $147,000 from the youth sports program, money meant for 750 kids across 36 teams. And where did it go? Shopping sprees and concert tickets, naturally.
Oh, he's just helping family?
So over 5 years, from 2019 to 2024, Carla, the wife of a Pittsburgh police lieutenant, managed to skim the funds while overseeing the club's finances. Her spending spree only came to light when she refused to meet with a replacement to hand over the financial accounts, prompting the new treasurer to threaten a trip to the bank. Like, hey, I'm going to the bank if you don't hand over the records. And that's when the whole scheme began to unravel. Incredibly, Carla admitted to the theft last September, claiming she started stealing after a car accident left her and her husband at work. She told association members that she was in a rough spot, but let's be honest, blowing tens of thousands of dollars on concert tickets and shopping sprees doesn't exactly scream desperation to me.
Well,
and the organization, which had trusted her with its finances, issued a statement saying they fully cooperated with law enforcement. Carla was officially booked last week, and now she's facing the consequences of putting her personal indulgences ahead of the kids she was supposed to be helping and serving.
Man, clear winner for me.
Oh, we have one more.
Oh, there's 3?
There's 3.
Oh, now it's getting interesting.
There's 3. So you got the Spectrum employee, steals the ring.
Right.
From the place in Bridgeton, pawns the $10,000 ring for $200. You got Carla here, who took $147,000 from a youth sports organization.
Mm-hmm.
And you got this one, a hotel worker who managed to ruin what should have been the happiest time in a couple's life. Newlyweds Danielle Thompson and Mark Brody tied the knot at Crutherland House in Scotland. And they were left heartbroken after finding out that this hotel worker, Craig Harrison, had stolen the cash from their wedding cards. Here's how it went down. The couple had received cards and gifts from loved ones at their wedding and placed them in a special post box they were going to open later. And I've seen those at weddings.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of put the cards in a big box. it's, decorated, and, after the wedding's over and after, the marriage is consummated, they open up the box and they
roll in the money.
But when they finally opened the cards 2 days after their big day, they found some were taped shut, others were completely empty, and all the cash was gone. Turns out Craig Harrison, the 37-year-old overnight hotel worker, had been caught on security cameras opening the envelopes, pocketing the cash, taping them closed again like nothing happened. He stole almost $2,000. He was arrested, pleaded guilty to theft in court, got hit with fines, ordered to pay compensation to the couple. On top of that, the hotel did the right thing and refunded the couple their money for even booking at the hotel.
Nice.
Dang.
But the damage is already done. Danielle described the ordeal as a horrible shock and said that the theft cast a dark shadow of what should have been a joyful time. She said the wedding was lovely, but we never got to enjoy the start of being married. Even worse, sentimental cards from her dad and granddad were missing entirely. The couple had to go through the awkward process of asking their guests how much they had gifted so the police could document how much was stolen.
The one time only gave $20.
So there you go. That's the third. That's the third douchebag of the day candidate. So I want you to think long and hard about this. Well, maybe not long. I want you to think hard about this. So you got the Spectrum employee, steals the ring from the house, $10,000 ring, pawns it for $200. You've got the woman who stole $147,000 from the baseball and softball organization for the kids, who went on shopping sprees and spent money on concert tickets. And then you got the guy, the hotel worker, who stole cash from newlyweds, from their cards.
It's easy.
Easy. All right, Rafe, who is it?
Well, number one, crime of opportunity. Impulsive, saw the earrings, grabbed them. Douchey, but maybe forgiven.
It was wedding ring.
Wedding ring, excuse me. Number three, another crime of opportunity. At a wedding, people got reimbursed. People got taken care of. Number two, ongoing multiple theft scheme. Stealing from children and children's youth organizations, I think, is a clear-cut douchebag of the day.
Lauren, do you agree?
Yeah. The kids, it was a lot of money. I mean, way to go on spending it on concert tickets, because I know those can be expensive.
And I wanted to know what
clothing,
I wanted to know.
She went to 2 Taylor Swift concerts.
I want to know what concert tickets, and probably Taylor Swift.
$147K. Went to 2 Taylor Swift concerts and did not buy any merch.
Moon, is it
easiest judgment to ever render? It is the gal number 2 who stole from the kids. Who would you say her husband was a police chief or something?
Her husband was a police.
I mean,
lieutenant.
like, these are authority figures stealing from kids. You are the douchebag.
On their own, all three of these are
total douche.
If they were individual days,
Because I think 1 of 3 is also, folks that this is not their first rodeo. They've been doing this for a while. It doesn't just accidentally happen where you see a ring and you're like, yep.
well, the fact that they all thought they could probably get away with it.
Yeah. These are all wild.
Well,
But
you're
I was
going
going to say
with
the ring because the fact she sold it so low, I just find that
appalling.
It's appalling.
Yeah.
It is.
It's an insult. I think the ring is the bigger deal, but whatever, we'll go with the kids.
Well, congratulations to 48-year-old Carla O'Brien, who stole $147,000 from the youth sports program. Money meant for 750 kids across 36 teams. Congratulations. You are the douchebag of the day. And Moon, if you would, let's dish out our form of justice.
Yeah, we're gonna go three. It's 3 rounds, right? Let's
Yeah.
start with the grenade. The douche grenade, I think.
Douche
is,
grenade.
Underutilized.
Okay. Next up.
Now, next, I would say we should do the douche saw, because
the saw.
I think it's a punishing. Punishing.
We haven't started in a while. Douche. Okay. And
But with all this talk recently of the firing squad, I just think it's, they've been itching to use these.
They're always on standby.
These rifles, I know, and we talked about them a lot, and they thought they'd come out, and now is the time.
By the way, all 3 have been replaced by spider monkeys.
Ready! Aim! Fire!
Okay, and there we go.
Very well done.
All right, let's get to some emails. RizShow at 1057thepoint.com.
Yo, I'm going to start here because I think this is fascinating, and I think some of our listeners would find it fascinating as well. Team Riz member 1869 Tim writes in and says that he had this idea last year that when we celebrated our 10th anniversary on April 1st, he was super fascinated by how we title our shows, how we title the podcast. He wondered who said the show title during the show the most. So naturally, this dude began to track it every single day. He has a full-on spreadsheet. And for the last year, he has tracked every new show.
I love it.
All 235 of them. He tried to keep
So we
it
had
simple.
235 episodes of this radio program in a year.
Yep. Whoa. He said he tried to keep it as simple as possible, but he did account for when somebody was not there for the show day. So this was tracked from April 1st, 24 to March 31st, 2025.
Whoa, okay.
A few rules that he kept in mind here. Only 1 point was given out per new episode. Whoever said the full title first got the credit. If the actual full title name was never said, credit was given to who came the closest or who brought the topic up.
Okay.
Split points were also given.
Holy cow.
If it was your birthday, you got credit for that day unless part of the title was said by somebody else, in which case credit was then split.
Why is credit given for somebody's birthday?
Because a lot of times we'll say happy birthday, learn, something.
Okay.
If it was said by a guest, the guest got the credit. I tried to keep track of guests as best as possible. And if no one said it, either it went unscored or the credit was evenly distributed. There were a handful of episodes I had to listen to multiple times because sometimes it can be so subtle. But you will find attached a spreadsheet showing the final results. And I would like you guys to guess. 235 total shows. What were the percentages, or who do you think said the most titles that we used for the podcast?
I'm going to say I did.
Riz is in the lead with 36%. He titled 80 of the 235.
Good job.
Very
80
good.
of the 235. I'm going to say next up was Learn.
Learn was tied for second, technically speaking. She has 46 total shows to her credit.
Tied with Moon.
Tied with me. I technically have a bigger percentage because I was out more, so by like 4 shows. So I got 21%, she got 20%, but they are tied. We both titled 46.
Rafe.
Rafe was third with 35.5 shows, 16.28%.
And Scott?
Scott followed up with 5.68%. He titled 12 and a half shows. There were 14 others or guests, which totaled up to about 6%.
Okay,
and then one fully unscored.
What was the unscored one?
Don't know.
I wonder. So who were the guests? Does he list the guests?
It doesn't list the guests. No.
Guests.
But isn't that fascinating?
Boy, thanks for crunching those numbers. That's amazing.
That is really cool. Is amazing number crunching.
That is amazing.
I thought that
Thank
was
you
very
very
cool.
much. That's astonishing.
I need to step it
You
up.
need to go
Speaking
touch
of
some grass,
today's title.
buddy. Go touch some grass.
It is so cool, though, to hear, because we get emails all the time about people
Your job
tracking.
misses you, pal.
People track a lot of stuff on this show.
Anyway, back to air traffic controlling.
Right.
Now that I've crunched these numbers for you guys, I'm going to try to land a few planes.
Man, I think that's crazy fascinating. I love that.
All right, next.
Okay, so hey, we were talking about villains earlier. Remember, it was one of the subjects in.
How could I
Take
forget?
That? This person says, I remember a topic that was brought up a while back of true villains in movies. Charlie's grandpa in Willy Wonka, Jenny in Forrest Gump.
Yes.
And I'd like to bring to everyone's attention another villain, maybe the worst, Rose from Titanic.
Oh, yeah, that's another famous one. People like, this bitch. He had plenty
There
of
was room.
He had,
Seen the memes.
He had plenty of room to hop up on that door.
Well, without working backwards, yeah, the door thing is an argument. But let's start here with this guy's argument. This infamous redhead decides to throw away a $250 million pendant in memory of an unemployed man she slept with exactly once. A man who never even owned the necklace. She completely disregards the fact that the explorer who brought her to the wreck had built his entire career around finding that necklace. Millions of dollars. Yet she held on to it for decades, and on the off chance that she'd end up at the wreck site again, just to chuck it into the ocean for no good reason, and then croaks in his bed.
Yeah.
Then goes and waltzes past her husband in the afterlife to meet up with her 3-day fling. Meanwhile, she conveniently leaves out the part where she let Jack, the 3-day love of her life, freeze to death because she couldn't scoot over a bit on the giant door. Oh, maybe, just maybe, her husband of many years might have liked to have known that she had been hanging on to a $250 million necklace all that time while he worked to support their family.
I saw this meme as well.
Yes.
This was on somebody produced this meme like over the weekend, and it's very accurate.
Thank you for copying, pasting it, sending it to the show.
Yes. But I saw it in my news feed, and I thought, I agree.
Great argument.
You know, and that's maturity.
There's a lot.
Yeah, bitch. You could have got $200 in St. John at on a pawn shop.
Also,
The thing in the ocean that could have funded the entire project was really the biggest move of all.
Man, Bill Paxton, by the way, right? Bill Paxton was all tan and had the puka shell necklace, and he was the explorer that was going down to the Titanic, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's never looked cooler in his life than he looks in that submarine. R.I.P.
Yeah. Bill Paxton.
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Bill Pullman.
Wait,
right, who is still alive.
Who is still alive.
Whose son is doing movies now, which is excellent.
Bill Pullman's son is doing
Oh,
movies?
Oh, yeah. Looks like him, too.
Yeah.
What movie is he in?
Well,
He's been in some shows, I think, like cameos and
He's
whatnot.
in the movie, the one we watch, Moon. What's the one with Brolin?
Josh Brolin? You
Cowboy
talking about Outer Range?
Outer Range. He is the son in Outer Range. It's
Louis
Bill
Pullman.
Pullman's son.
Louis Pullman, huh?
Well, Louis Pullman.
And Jack Pullman.
Wait, which
Think
son?
about it. The main
Louis.
one.
The dancing, singing one?
No, the one. No, he's Josh Brolin's son. He's one
he's
the
no
oldest
kidding.
son that gets in all the trouble.
Okay.
Also, cute little old lady foot. You know, remember when Rose, and she's all old and she's got all of her photos with her, and she's getting ready to step up on that the boat railing, and her little cute little old lady foot. I think she's got either a toe ring or an ankle bracelet on.
Yeah, so cute.
Never saw it.
So selfish.
You should.
Never saw it.
Have a glass of Pinot Grigio and watch Titanic.
Spitting image of Bill. Young Bill Pullman.
He really
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Holy
He's a
crud.
cutie.
He just needs to say something about Independence Day.
Yeah, he easily could.
That you know that's coming.
Next.
Hey, gang, and happy belated birthday, Learn.
Thanks.
Listening to the podcast, Riz was telling Rafe about how taking breakfast food from a hotel that they didn't stay at was dishonest. Where does this rank in terms of using a sleeping bag and returning it, Riz?
I told you I was not.
I'm not sure Riz
Also
mentioned
dishonest.
this, but I was screaming into my podcast that you killed Bed Bath & Beyond.
Okay, I may have contributed to it. And it wasn't a sleeping bag, it was an arrow bed. And this was back in 2003.
Sent from my payphone.
They had Bed Bath & Beyond, R.I.P. R.I.P. Bill Paxton, R.I.P. Bed Bath & Beyond.
Okay.
They had a very liberal return policy. And yes, we were having guests over to our apartment back in 2003. And we bought an arrow bed and returned it after it was used. I make no bones about how dishonest that was.
Wait.
And I regret it every day.
Yeah. On Wikipedia, it says their downfall started in 2003 after.
I get it.
A man brought
is
back.
weird.
After was that Brentwood? Was that?
Yeah, the
Bed Bath
Brentwood
& Beyond?
location.
They could trace it back to a returned arrow bed in Brentwood in 03. Yeah. Okay.
Listen, I have somebody really close to me who buys things on Amazon, and they will wear the things for like special occasions and then return them. Okay.
Is that person named Learn Elwell?
No, she's not in the room. I keep everything that I buy.
Am I pointing at the person
No,
right now?
I swear to God, it's not me. It's somebody I love very much, and I think they even maybe have worn something to my party on Saturday.
Does her first name start with a J?
No, it does. It's not my mom. No, I'm not going to tell you who it is. Okay, it's just this is more common than we understand.
Is this person
no
lawyer by chance?
No. You don't know this. I mean, you've met this person.
You think you got me with a gotcha? Nah. I've admitted to it. I've admitted it's wrong.
Yeah.
It was a different time. We all make mistakes in our youth.
It's true. Louis Pullman in Top Gun Maverick, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Didn't realize he was Bob, the guy they wouldn't give a nickname to.
Oh, really? Okay. Next.
Hey, do me a favor. Pull up White Wedding from Billy Idol. This guy says, happy birthday. I've listened for a long time, but I've never wrote in. I love the show. Got a couple things that might be funny for the show. White Wedding by Billy Idol. Came on the radio the other day, and I turned it up. My 11-year-old said, this sounds like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. And now, I can't unhear it. During the verses, before he gets into it, it sounds just like Mr. Burns. Listen and tell me what you think.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Close my eyes. I'm thinking of it.
It's the ends.
And he says, the verses, not the chorus.
Yeah, he says, before he gets into it, Sounds just like Mr. Burns during the verses.
Okay, here we go. Coming at you.
Like that?
I hear it.
A little bit. I can hear like a kid hearing this for the first time and go, this does sound like a cartoon.
Smithers, please release the hounds. Hey, little Smithers, come and rub my back.
I don't hear it.
That's good.
We have any?
Need some Mr. Burns to put up against it. Yeah. We're a little kid.
I can kind of hear it. I can hear it.
I don't have it.
I get the little kid logic behind it. It's got a little Mr.
Pull up
Burns.
Smithers. Or pull up Mr. Burns.
It is funny to hear like kids take on certain things when they're super accurate and it ruins it for you forever. And that is my role in Scott Rizzuto's life.
Yeah, ruining things.
I ruined another thing today. I think it was a Tool song.
Oh, yeah,
Anima. And yeah, it was Anima. And Anima was ripping this morning before we went on air. And I was like, this is a song done by Marv and Harry from the Home Alone guys, you know? Remember when...
Yeah, the Wet Bandits.
Yeah, remember when Harry would always get hit like with an iron or something and he'd go, friggin', frackin', blah, blah, blah. You know, and in that song, it sounds like Marv is...
All right, here's Mr. Burns.
Now, let's give a big Junior Achievers welcome to our guest speaker. I know he can teach us a lot about business, Mr. C. Montgomery Burns.
See my vest.
I'll keep it short and sweet. Family, religion, friendship. These are the three demons you must slay if you wish to succeed in business. When opportunity knocks, you don't want to be driving to the maternity hospital or sitting in some phony baloney church or synagogue.
I don't hear it.
I kind of hear it a little bit, actually.
I'm just imagining Mr. Burns with Billy Idol's hair, you know?
Do we have Burns singing anywhere?
Yeah, it's a song called See My Vest.
See My Vest.
That's going to be the...
Hang on. See My Vest.
Mr. Burns sings See My Vest.
Hey, while you're looking that up, can I do a little food news one?
I'm sorry?
Can I do a little food news one while you're looking it up?
Yes.
Good morning, all. I was wondering if Riz has used his Blackstone enough to justify the purchase.
Oh, 100%.
I just saw a handful of YouTube videos, and I think I'm all in. Until I saw the price. Yikes. I went to Marketplace to find a used one, but I want to know, does Riz still love it?
I love it.
Has he used it more than 5 times, he actually said?
100%.
Thanks, Bob.
Oh, yeah. I use it a lot.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, 6 times. All right.
Who you see?
I hear it now.
I don't hear it.
Because you're looking at Mr. Burns. Close your eyes and listen. Billy Idol at a piano.
See my vest, see my vest, made from real gorilla chest. Feel this sweater, there's no better than authentic Irish.
I don't know why I'm holding my eyes tightly.
Now play White Wedding. Now this is fresh in your mind.
Okay.
Wow. An 11-year-old kid.
Be a vest, little sister to the test.
You can hear it. The kid's not wrong.
I can hear it a little bit.
It's a little bit. It's not
But I
spot
love
on.
that little kid imagination thought of that. That's so awesome.
I wonder if that made him like it more or less.
Probably more, right?
The dad's
That
probably...
adds a
I'm
whole,
waiting.
You have a whole new season.
Loading.
We have a very slow computer here. No. No.
It's not far off.
No. No.
Uncle Riz doesn't think
No,
it sounds
don't
like
approve.
that.
No.
Quick break. We'll come back. We'll do some sports. It is 9:17. It's Thursday. Traffic and weather. One final look. Umin coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Highways are clear. Your point forecast scattered showers expected this afternoon. High of 63. Right now it's 53 at the Point Studio.
Paps, be good to your daughters.
That's how you know to be good. 'Cause some will turn to mommies when others will be daughters and dads. That's how your brothers can be mothers too. That was John Mayer. Daughters.
Cleaning heroes at Zero Res. If you have a person in your house that just is decimated every spring with allergies, all that stuff, all that pollen, that's invading your house right now. It's springtime. Everything's blooming. So you need to get your air ducts cleaned out. Your air ducts are like the lungs in the house. If they're dirty, your indoor air quality suffers. So about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, I had Zero Res at the house, and they cleaned out the air ducts, then they cleaned the carpets, and our house is happier. Yes, our house is happier. Zero Res gets out winter's buildup, and you want to have a healthy, happy, and clean house. That's why you need to get Zero Res in there this month. This month, get 3 rooms Zero Resified from St. Louis's #1 carpet and air duct cleaner starting at $119 and take $75 off that air duct cleaning. You owe it yourself and your family. Breathe healthy, happy, and clean. Call Zero Res 314-474-2020 or book online anytime at ZeroResSTL.com and say you want the Riz Show special. Spelled backward or forward, spells the same at Zero Res.
We're talking about shopping local, right? STLmattressdirect.com. Mattress Direct, right here in St. Louis. Campbell Mattress, made here in Missouri. Missouri-made mattresses. Why pay to get a mattress made somewhere else and shipped here when you can get such a deal right here from Mattress Direct? And right now they're celebrating Campbell Mattress's 90th anniversary by giving you free sheets and 2 free pillows with the purchase of a Campbell mattress at Mattress Direct. Check them out now. STLmattressdirect.com. You know, I may not get the quantity of sleep that I want, but I'm definitely getting the quality. 100% quality because of the sleep specialists at Mattress Direct. STLmattressdirect.com. It's a St. Louis company. They even make the mattresses right here in Missouri. So if you want the best quality sleep that you can get into any of the locations and talk to the sleep specialists. They will match you up with the right bed so your quality of sleep is at an all-time high. Check out the website now, STL Mattress Direct, or any of the locations out there, because sleep rules. Get some.
All right, guys, welcome back to the farm. So it's a Sunday, and we got a whole crew here. doing stuff. We're going to work in the field today. So this will be the final episode of the farm series for now, but I'm sure we'll return back to the farm at some point. So I'm going to show you what's going on here, the progress of the plants, how those elderberries are looking, and we'll look inside the house, and I'll tell you about some future projects we got coming up here. And there's our tractor, courtesy of Herb Equipment, the Captain Riz tractor. We're moving some poles. Poles. All right, so behind me is another barn. This is a future project that we're going to do. So we're going to turn this barn into a greenhouse. So come on, let me show you what's going on inside. So this is where the old owner, I guess, stored some of his tractors, some of his big carts for the field. So eventually, what we're going to do is we're going to take the sides off and kind of renovate this structure and make it a greenhouse so we could start cultivating our own elderberry brands and maybe start selling what they call the cuttings. Right now, this is home to many a groundhog. All right, we're out here in the big field, and I am going to show you the progress of some of these elderberry plants. So you saw the...
Been to 9 Mile Garden. Put it on the calendar. This is the perfect spot for this summer for all your friends and your family. 9 Mile Garden, Afton. This is just such a cool spot. Sports and movies on the 325-inch outdoor big screen. It's just such a cool scene down there. You can catch City SC games, cards games, blues games, Mizzou, all of it. And... everybody's food needs are met. You got multiple food and dessert trucks, 40 taps, signature cocktails, even mocktails for the kids. You got bags. You got disc golf tournaments every single week. Plus, you've got some of the best music. You can catch Almost Warped, an all-day Warped Tour tribute on Saturday, June 28th. You got 0 to 90 coming in. You got monthly emo nights. You got Platinum Rock Legends, and you got a special performance from Learn and Lane Narrow, Saturday, April 19th, noon to 3. Come on, get over to 9 Mile Garden. Put it on your calendar. You can kick back the summer at 9 Mile Garden in Afton, Missouri, located on Gravois. It's 9 miles from the Arch, hence the name, 9 Mile Garden. Check them out right now, 9milegarden.com. It's the number 9milegarden.com.
So last time you saw the garage, the place was full of stuff. It was dirty. It was dingy. So this is the inside of the garage. So what we're going to do is we're going to...
Sports here in just a second. Today is National Burrito Day, guys. How are you celebrating, Moon? How are you celebrating National Burrito Day?
By having a burrito yesterday at Scott's favorite Qdoba.
Me too.
Heck yeah. You did a Qdoba?
Not a Qdoba, but I made burritos at home.
No kidding.
So damn it.
A day early. You gotta be up on these things.
I know.
I did.
I had a burrito.
You always know it's the first Thursday of April.
You're right.
I thought yesterday was
wasn't in a
Thursday.
bad mood yesterday, and I forgot. I'm sorry.
It's like opening a gift on Christmas Eve. You get one. I did have a PB&J on PB&J Day yesterday.
I did as well.
And I'll tell you what, it hit the spot, dude. White bread, soft as could be. I let my fingers do the walking. Middle of the loaf, yanked them right out. It's two softest pieces right in the middle and made a PB&J, and it was awesome.
Do you know what burrito means in Spanish?
Very delicious. Get in my mouth.
Donkey.
Giant wrapped taco.
Fat donkey.
Taco, fat donkey. No.
It's got to be something with
Little donkey.
It means little donkey, yes.
Oh, yeah,
Little donkey.
Burrito.
The first mention of the burrito appeared in 1895 in the Dictionary of Mexicanisms.
We just had to take our brain out.
Did you say
Mexicanisms. It was the Dictionary of Mexicanisms.
That's not the preferred nomenclature.
That's what it was called.
Spanishisms.
Where it was described as a rolled tortilla with meat or other food inside. The word burrito translates to little donkey in Spanish. Some believe the name comes from how burritos resemble the packs carried by donkeys.
Oh, yeah.
They really do. Like,
I love donkeys.
And now that's
I
all
love
I'm gonna see.
burritos. I love it. That's so cute.
set up a burrito barn home today, guys. Come on.
Give me that little donkey.
Little donkey, little donkey.
I can never fold it tight enough. It always just becomes a big burrito taco.
I'll watch videos of like
me
people.
too.
I'll watch people.
I overpack.
These videos of these people who overstuff the burritos and are yet able to roll them and fold them.
But that's a losing game.
Beautiful.
That's if you overdo it. I mean, you can you can stuff it and be really impressive. But if you overdo it, you're creating more trouble, right? I don't want to be offered a fork because I don't want to need a fork. That's the whole point of this.
Some places, though, man. There was a place called La Bamba's in Carbondale, and they're around college campuses where they give you a burrito as big as your head. And it was good because you'd be drunk and you'd eat half, and you'd have half in the morning when you woke up. And these things were like this big. And I mean, they were almost translucent. They were packed so tight.
But yet
nothing would fall out, dude. You could eat them while you were walking home from the bar, and nothing fell out.
Dude, I also love.
You can do that.
I'll make breakfast burritos at home. I love a good breakfast burrito.
good.
I love them. I love them.
I'm
Me
starving.
too.
I'm starving.
You got to put potatoes.
Jack in the Box has good breakfast burritos.
Potatoes in there.
They're horrible for you.
All right.
3,000 calories.
Let's do sports.
All right.
Damn it. All right, man. What do we got?
Sports are brought to you by DraftKings at Casino Queen. Play, stay, and dine. Visit DraftKings at CasinoQueen.com for special promotions. In 2019, the Blues won the Stanley Cup, and a dog came into this world and was named Stanley. That dog has since come to live with myself and my wife. And since that dog has been in the house, the Blues have gone 10-0.
That's it.
10-game win streak as of Tuesday night with a 2-1 overtime thriller against the Red Wings at the Enterprise Center. Absolutely very cool. And I'm going to go ahead and say it, that if we bring another cup back, it's because of this dog.
And tonight, they have a chance to make it 11.
That's right.
When they play the
Penguins.
Pittsburgh Penguins.
That's right. Pittsburgh today, Colorado on Saturday. Ivan Herrera delivered a performance for the record books Wednesday afternoon, becoming the first catcher in Cards history to hit 3 friggin' home runs in a single game.
Well, I will tell you, watching the game yesterday, they really try to rush that thing to get that game in before the Storms hit.
For the Storm. Well, it was a good thing to rush Herrera because that guy delivered. 23-year-old drove in 6 runs, sparking a massive comeback and leading St. Louis to a 12-5 win over the Angels, avoiding the sweep at Busch. Herrera's homers came in the 4th, the 6th, and the 8th. Each one bigger than the last as the Cardinals erupted for 7 runs in the 8th to seal it. Wynn, Contreras, and Walker also contributed key hits, while the bullpen shut it down after Sonny Gray's 6+ innings. St. Louis now hits the road at 4-2, heading to Boston and Pittsburgh before returning home April 11th.
Tonight in Boston or tomorrow? Or is it day off?
It's Thursday. Yeah, day off, and then
day off. Friday, Boston.
I think so.
Boy, so it's is it crazy they're starting the season 3 interleague?
Yeah, it's really wild. But I guess
interleague games?
this is part of the. I don't know what.
Yeah, I never know it's normal anymore.
I don't either.
The Final Four is set for the first time in ages. All 4 number 1 seeds are still standing. Duke, Purdue, Houston, North Carolina have survived the chaos of March to face off in what's shaping up to be the true clash of the Titans. Each team has had its scare, but now it's power versus power. Let's see.
Might I recommend before Saturday's Final Four, the 2 games, to download the Spread Zone podcast if you're looking to maybe put your money places, because I break it down with Anthony Stalter and Tim McKernan and Action Jackson, who this kid is a savant.
He's everything.
When it comes to college basketball.
He's a college basketball
hero.
Dude
knows
everything.
Everything.
He knows everyone's shoe sizes.
Wow. It's crazy. So download the Spread Zone podcast.
It's Florida and Auburn at 5:09 on CBS, and it looks like Duke and Houston at 7:49 on CBS SI, whatever that is. National championship game then takes place on Monday at 7:50 Eastern, also airing on CBS. Let's see. Deion Sanders is going to be paid handsomely to stay as the head coach at Colorado. He signed a 5-year, $54 million contract extension last week, making him the highest paid coach in the Big 12 Conference. Sanders is 13-12 in 2 seasons.
Not a surprise.
That's wild to me.
Crazy, right?
Well, the whole thing was the rumor was he was going to go to the Dallas Cowboys.
Heard that.
But he's staying with Colorado, to much to everybody's surprise. They threw a boatload of money at him.
Well, apparently he was courted by the Cowboys. That wasn't just a rumor. Right. The NFL, by the way, is going to stream 3 games this Christmas. That's official. The league has a deal with Netflix to show 2 games on December 25th. And since the holiday falls on a Thursday, Amazon will have its regular Thursday night football broadcast, and the matchups will be announced in May. I'm Moon, and that's your sports. Because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it, working it.
All right, so I actually made up a word this morning, and I'm so happy about this. Now, the last year and a half of all of our lives, the word synergy has been like kind of a gigantic joke. Like, there's all this stuff happening all over. You're just trying to make it work for the day.
Yeah.
But it seems like, Amy Lee, frontwoman of Evanescence, that you have a very synergistic year ahead of you. The album is out now. The single doing great. The big tour with Hailstorm later this year. This feels like synergy to me, and I bet you for you, it's finally like, great, we're finally here.
Yeah, it feels really good. Part of last year and this time, something that's felt really good is just to keep going, just to go harder. Don't let it stop us. Don't let anything hold me down. Like just this feeling of, I can't waste a minute. I don't want to waste a day. We don't know if we have tomorrow. So it is time to just do what we were born to do. So kind of taking that attitude after the initial sort of like, frustration and heartbreak and just frustration. I want to say that word a lot because a lot of it was that, but also just anxiety and fear about everything. You know how this time has been. I don't have to describe it. But it's felt really good to sort of take control of the things that we can control, make great music.
One who is looking to purchase a home or refinance or looking to consolidate some of your ugly credit card debt. Maybe you don't know exactly what direction to go to do any of these things. Well, let me make it easy for you. Call Stewie from Stewart's American Mortgage. Stewie is your guy, and he makes it easy. Any questions on rates, the industry, the trends, give Stewie a call. It is worth your time. He will always be honest with you about what's best for your current situation, and he'll provide you with guidance and walk you through every step of the process. Because when you call Stewie, you call him on his personal cell phone. And the Bagel Loan, Stewie's signature loan, is available for refinances too, if you're borrowing more than $200,000. The Bagel Loan is a signature loan that covers the typical costs associated with your closing loan. That includes things like no underwriting fees, no appraisal fees, no title fees, no lender fees, no closing costs. Bagel Loan benefits for a refi. Get more money back in your pocket and less financed into your loan. You can maximize the cash back on a cash out refinance, and you can refinance your home for free without adding to your previous loan amount. Plus, it can get you closed in 10 to 15 days, and that's lightning quick. Personalized service with integrity. It's worth the phone call to talk things out with Stewie. So call or text him on his personal cell phone at 314-324-4440 or Google the Bagel Loan, NMLS number 226715.
It is a very, very big day in the land of Red Hot Chili Pepper fans everywhere, and I am so unbelievably honored to be joined today by Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Flea, St. Louis is saying hello to you.
I love St. Louis, and I fondly miss the raucous nights, Mississippi nights that we used to have over there. And hello to everybody. Love to one and all.
Man, it's really great to hear your voice, but also, too, it's wonderful to have a new Red Hot Chili Peppers album that is out today, and John Frusciante back in the Chili Peppers. Flea, can you kind of talk to us a little bit about how he got back into the...
More rain today, more rain later this weekend, and if that rain is affecting your household for the first time, well, you're going to need somebody, and Woods Basement Systems is there. They're the local experts for basement waterproofing, foundation repair, crawl space repair, and more. And all this water, it can and it will affect your home. And this is your biggest investment. You want to protect it. You want to protect it with the right people, with the right professionals. Their family's been serving ours since 1986. All of the greater St. Louis and greater St. Louis area, even Springfield, Illinois, and everywhere in between. And not only do they do all the basement stuff, they are the all things basement experts over at Woods Basement Systems, but they can help with some of the concrete issues too that the water can also mess up. Now, water was cracking and actually sinking our front porch, but they installed piers so I can get it off of my mind. It's done right. It's done for good. It's done forever. Because these kind of problems, they don't get better with time. They get better with Woods. They can raise your driveway or your pool deck or your sidewalk, any sort of concrete issues. They can help with that as well. Woods Basement Systems, so many different solutions for you since 1986 right here. MoonLovesWoods.com. That is the website for a special offer for Point listeners. MoonLovesWoods.com.
105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage. We are at Busch Stadium. Kirk Hammett from Metallica joining us today. Thank you. It's absolutely an honor to get the chance to meet you.
Cheers, likewise.
All right, so first we're going to talk about things that are not music related.
Okay.
I saw your Instagram post on Friday night about coming to St. Louis, looking for some comic book spots.
Yeah.
Did you find any?
Well, I found one spot, but you know what? I didn't have time enough to make it to the place.
Sure.
Or,
happens, I'm sure.
Or in other words, I had every intention on going today, but I made the mistake of picking up my guitar in my hotel room. And
There it
2.5 hours later, I put it down. And I thought, oh, well, there went my gallivanting around the city time.
Well, when I'm buying records, I find days where there's things where I either have it or just don't want it. Like with a collection of memorabilia and comics and things that you have horror related, do you have a tough time sometimes finding things you need and that you want and that aren't already in the collection?
Well, I just kind of kind of leave myself open to just anything when I'm just out there and just out and about. It's crazy because just recently on the East Coast, I went out to a comic store to buy some comic books that I knew.
It is important to me. In fact, I was just talking to you about outside of my house and everything going on with the basement. But now I want to tell you about Anton's because this is who I trust with all the systems in my house, the plumbing, the heating, the cooling, and the energy. I want an efficient household. I want it to save me money, and I want it to be comfortable. And Anton's focuses on total home comfort, the insulation, ductwork sealing, the energy assessments. They look at all of that to find any sort of inefficiencies in your home's comfort model to make sure that everywhere you go in your house, all throughout the St. Louis seasons, that you are comfortable. Don't let an old system or plumbing issues call the shots this season. Upgrade and enjoy the home court advantage of top-tier comfort, efficiency, and unbeatable savings with Anton's Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Energy experts. Preventative maintenance people. Schedule a service promptly. That's a proactive step towards avoiding any sort of unforeseen disruptions. I trust Anton's in my home with all my systems, and you can too. Anton's Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Energy experts. AntonsHVAC.com. ANTONSHVAC.com.
Aha! Welcome back to the farm. So today's a special day because I got Mark from Colonel Landscaping here. Hey, Mark.
How's it going?
So Mark brought us a gift, the gift of a tree. So, Mark, what does this symbolize? What is this tree? What do we call this?
So this would be kind of like a statement tree. Or a memorial tree sometimes. Moving on to a new piece of land, you put this thing in there, it grows along with you as you grow with the land.
Well, memorial would be like if I died and then you plant this over me. So we'll call this a statement tree.
Statement tree.
So this is a statement tree courtesy of Mark and Colonel Landscaping for Riz Farms here, which will be put up in front of the house and it'll be on the farm for forever.
Yep.
All right, so Mark, what kind of tree is this?
This is an autumn blaze maple, so it's going to get beautiful fall colors. It's a relatively fast grower, so it's going to get nice and big, give the house some shade.
Oh, awesome. So we need to put this into the ground, which I've never planted a tree before, so...
Oh, you're going to get your education today.
Oh, nice. So let's get it off the trailer.
All right.
And into the ground.
Yes, sir.
And how much does this thing weigh?
Probably about 200 pounds.
Good thing I got this cart. Let's load her up. All right, Mark, let's do a tree raising ceremony.
All right, here we go.
You're doing great.
Yep, that's it. Keep doing it.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Down a hill, down a hill.
Yep, now up.
Up a hill.
This is actually going to be the hard part.
Ready?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Wait.
Here we go.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We can't just leave it like this, right? We got to put it in the ground?
Yes. We got to put it in the ground. So we're going to need to dig a hole about twice the width of the root ball and just a little bit more shallow than the depth of the root ball.
Do we have a machine? Because I'm into doing things the easy way.
And the 1, 2, 3 mortgage team, the guy you should be calling if you are looking to either refinance the house you're in, lower your monthly payments, or shorten your loan term, or looking to buy a home, maybe a first home. Oh, look at you buying your first house. And he's got all sorts of programs, by the way, for home buyers, whether it be down payment assistance, whether it be first-time home buyers. He's got programs for you as well. But the order you should go in is Kevin first, then you call the realtor. And I'm not taking anything away from the realtors. They're a big part of the process. But they'll show you how many bedrooms there are and square footage of the house and how many bathrooms there are. But Kevin's going to work out the home loan, the loan that fits your needs. He's going to put that puzzle together. Everybody's loan is going to be different. Everybody's financial situation is different. He will find the loan that fits your needs. And next thing you know, boom, you're moving. You're qualified. You're approved. You find that dream house. You put an offer down. You're ready to go. 314-862-0123, 314-862-0123. Also, you access your home's equity for renovations and other major expenses. 314-862-0123, online at 123mortgage.com. Kevin Putney, Equalizing Opportunity, all loans subject to underwriter approval. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS 3029, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, 123mortgage.com, 314-862-0123.
Hey, it's Lux, and I'm backstage at Point Fest with the Glorious Sons. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
This is your second Point Fest in a row.
Yep.
Not only were you invited once, but you've been invited back again. How has this day shaped up compared to last year?
It was a nice day.
Nice
Good
day?
crowd,
Great crowd
Great
today.
crowd, yeah.
Good crowd, great crowd.
I needed that show today.
Did you?
Yep.
Where
I
were you
didn't.
guys?
Brett did,
I could have
but
just
I
stayed
didn't.
home and done this. So where were you guys last night?
Oklahoma.
Good. You know-
Rocklahoma.
Rocklahoma.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big festival.
Yeah.
Did you get to see any cool bands?
No. We stayed in our bus and we left before tornado hit.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, really?
I don't think a tornado
No, it
actually
didn't
hit, but there was like a
Bad weather?
Yeah,
I just
bad
didn't
weather
wanna
warning.
Get hit by that one.
Never even seen a tornado, so I'm quite scared of them actually.
Baby, and there's a lot of games, and some of those baseball games could be don't care. Well, you want to make it exciting. Every day, every baseball game could be exciting with Underdog. Now, if you want to win up to 1,000 times your money, download the Underdog app, and to play, choose whether a player will go higher or lower on one of their stats for the game. Strikeouts, home runs, hits, and more. And they've got all your favorite leagues, all your favorite teams, all your favorite stars to choose from. So if you want to do all baseball entries, you can do that. Or if you want to mix and match with NHL or even college basketball, you could do that. Mix and match across other sports. And you could play with as little as $1, and if you get everything right, you could win up to 1,000 times your money. So turn $1 into $1,000 just with your baseball knowledge. So download the Underdog app and sign up now using the promo code RIZ, R-I-Z-Z. Unlock a special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus credits when you make your first deposit. Join in on the fun when you sign up with promo code RIZ. Claim your special offer today and get up to $1,000 in bonus credits instantly upon first deposit. Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. In Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. Or text Next Step to 53342. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
So here we are, way back Point Fest, and the first band of the day is a band that, through the course of my life, I think I've seen your band 6 times, but we've never chatted and said hello.
It's strange that wouldn't happen. I know you mentioned Mississippi Nights.
Yeah.
We talked on the phone the other day, and
yeah.
I remember the club well. We used to have great shows there, but it's like anything these days. Stuff doesn't stay around as long as you would think it would. So.
I remember something specific about this show, and it's a little creepy, so I'm going to go ahead and warn you. So where I was standing at Mississippi Nights, they had the back door open, and I could see directly into your tour bus.
Okay.
And I saw you. This is like right before you guys are going on, and I hadn't ever seen you before till this night. And you had like this black leather jacket on, like these skinny sort of jeans, and I was like, this dude is a bad man. And you were, and it was such a great show because that night it was a couple of different bands. Letters to Cleo were on that bill. Yeah. Ned's Atomic Dustbin were on that bill. I love those guys as well. So it was like a cool thing. But it was the first night that I saw you guys, and Vinny, you had this like for real frontman rock star presence about you that I thought was very cool at the time.
You sure put the pressure on me today. Dude, where do you go from there?
Right. But you know what though? And speaking of that role as the front man is like an important thing, man, because not only the nuts and bolts of the creative side of the music and the lyric writing and stuff, but I mean having that image for the band isn't important.
All right, you're looking for a job. You want to work somewhere that's absolutely incredible in a place that has plenty of options and plenty of growth opportunities. Well, this is why you need to go apply over at First Community, and they have over 40 locations throughout the area, so you're not going to have to drive too far if you want to go to work. You just go to one of these locations, and it's right down the street. You look left, you look right, you're going to find a First Community. In fact, they have 18 aside Walmarts, so it's very easy to get in there and apply for a job. Also, go to firstcommunity.com and check it all out right there. I mean, they're an equal opportunity employer, and they have incredible benefits, including 11 paid holidays. Yes, 11 paid. Plus, they got paid vacation, 401k, pension plan, and employee health and dental insurance also provided at no cost to the employee. It's a great place. I love First Community. They've helped me through the years. And now you get a chance to help others and get their dreams to come true. Maybe you want to get your friend into a home. Well, now's your opportunity to help them figure that out. Go to firstcommunity.com or swing by any of their convenient locations throughout this St. Louis area, over 40 locations. And again, 18 inside Walmart. Go to firstcommunity.com.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and I got to tell you.
Say it again, but slower.
Backstage at Point Fest with my dude, grandson.
Yeah. How long has it been since the last Point Fest?
Oh, 2 years almost, probably.
We are backstage
and doing it
at Point Fest, and we're doing it.
And
we're
it's
doing
beautiful.
It. Come rain or come shine.
All right, here I got a first question to ask of you.
What's up?
All right.
Whoa!
I'm here for an interview with grandson. I have an interview with grandson today.
I thought that I got this one. I thought this was my interview with grandson because I thought that you had gotten to interview him before, and I had never gotten the chance to interview him.
My grandson.
You guys had 2 years to figure this out.
We sure did, yeah, and we didn't.
It's as if you have a grandson tattooed.
Oh, can we get that? Can we get that zoomed? Look at that. Now that's commitment to the craft.
It is.
Requesting at your local radio station. Okay, you guys.
Thanks.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
So my question, when are you getting your grandson tattooed?
I don't have any tattoos at all,
I see.
So
we'll have to change that.
So that's not even like
a lot of tattoos running around backstage at a rock show.
Okay, so that's how it happened. Lux and I had a conversation to where we said, okay, who is going to get to interview grandson this time? And I won this time.
She's won a couple in the past.
Yeah, man.
There's enough of me to go around.
But you're one of those guys that we cannot wait to see you, man.
Thank you, man.
That is one of the highest compliments that we can give you. I am 45 years old. I'm a huge fan of grandson. You call your fans grandkids. What do I call myself? Because I feel like I'm too old to call myself a grandkid.
No, the grandkid knows no age, knows no boundary, gender, ethnicity, love interest. Does not matter. Whoever you are, if you appreciate real music and you feel like you resonate with the truth that I tell and the way I tell it, there's more room for you.
Man, I tell you, and you were one of the first times that I ever heard you. I said, I don't know who this guy is, but I like it and I want
kids. I get it. So what are the options? Tubes tied. Okay, well, that's a pretty invasive procedure. Vasectomies. Yeah, hear about vasectomies. What's that all about? Well, I'm telling you what it's all about. It's all about the no scalpel vasectomy at South County Urological. And Dr. Huatma has snipped hundreds of Riz Show listeners over the past 12, 13 years. Dr. Huatma is a great guy. South County Urological is a great place. Less invasive than other sterilization techniques. Quick procedure. You go in on a Friday for the procedure. You rest over the weekend. You're back to work on Monday. Most likely your insurance will cover everything. But not only do they do the vasectomies at South County Urological, kidney stone treatment, which is common in young people, kidney stones. It runs in families. You're treated with minimally invasive techniques. They have a stone center. You'll be treated quickly. They'll run tests to see why you're forming stones, give you recommendations to help prevent future stones. If you've ever had a kidney stone, you know the worst. South County Urological, 314-843-8000, southcountyurological.com.
is kind. He is supple. He is magical. He is stainless. He is sensual. He is raw. He is power. He is limber. He is untouched. He is pure. King Scott Extra Virgin Royal Oil. Maintain your purity.
What's going on? It's Liv, and I am joined right now by a hailstorm.
Yeah, the credit union launched that brand new high-yield checking account called Empower Checking. How do you get it? It's easy. You just go in and apply. And, yeah, anybody can become a member over at Together Credit Union. I'm a member. My family is members. And with the Empower Checking, you earn above-market interest on the money that you keep in your day-to-day checking account. This is interest paid to you each month, and it's a checking account that rewards you for balances and not activity. That's huge. So apply today. There's 14 local St. Louis branches for Together Credit Union. You can work directly with one of their amazing member advocates by walking in any of them or all of them today. You can go to the website, too, togethercu.org, and get paid to save with Empower Checking. Visit togethercu.org/empower if you're looking for full terms and details. Membership eligibility is required, but anybody can become a member. Together Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA, and I love them. Togethercu.org.
All right, backstage at our big, gigantic ho-ho show.
That is it for us. I appreciate you all tuning in on this fine Thursday, National Burrito Day. Enjoy, everybody. Yesterday was National PB&J Day. Today is National Burrito Day. All right, if you missed anything on the podcast, make sure you check out the clip of the day. Anything on the show, check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. And the podcast, that's brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Thank you. Moon.
It's called Poseidon's Kiss.
Poseidon's Kiss.
We learned a lot
all
today.
learned something today.
Yes, we did.
And also putting leaves in the gutter.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Putting leaves in the gutter.
Which is very comfortable. I've been doing that all after.
Good.
Morning now. Yeah.
That's what Rob Deerdick's partner was doing. Remember the ass
Big?
napkin?
Big.
Yeah, Big. Big apparently was like pretty famous for doing that.
Putting leaves in the gutter?
Yeah, paper towels and things in his crack.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, okay. Moon, what else?
CanYouFeelThePunkTonight.com. Go get your tickets. This is such a cool show. And I actually may have a very, very special guest or two. We always have guests, but yesterday a couple people called and said, hey, I'm going to be in from L.A. on that weekend, May 3rd.
Whoa.
So we may be joined by even more special guests. CanYouFeelThePunkTonight.com.
Learn.
Come on out, April 19th. 12 to 3, 9 Mile Garden. It's going to be a great time. My band's playing. Free show, food trucks. Bring your dog, a seat, your kids, whatever, your husband. Bring whoever. Come on out and see us.
All right, Rafe.
Peoria, alert. My favorite city in America. Rafe's coming back, baby. I couldn't get enough of the Peoria River experience. I will be at Jukebox Comedy Club April 11th and 12th. Get tickets at jukeboxcomedy.com. And if you're in the Austin area, I will be at Moon Tower Comedy Festival from April 15th until April 20th. Check their website. Type in my name for shows I will be on.
King Scott.
And make sure to come out for the Mother's Day brunch over at City Winery because I've been working hard on these songs. I'm very, very excited for that. And, yeah, it's going to be a good time. So just go to citywinery.com.
Trivia night with the Riz Show and with the ESPN radio folks. It's happening Saturday at the Moolah Shriners Lounge up there on Fifi in Maryland Heights. Door prizes. Randy Carricker is going to be the host. If you need details, just check out our socials. That's this Saturday. Sports trivia with the Riz Show and the ESPN folks at the Moolah Shriners.
Yeah, I mean, everybody likes making fun of our sport or lack of sports knowledge here and there. So, like, put your money where your mouth is.
Let's see what you got.
Bring
We're
it.
playing against a bunch of
Jason
jocks.
Isringhausen's going to be there.
Wow.
So get your tickets now. All right, we leave you with a selection from our Teamers Remember the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, the official sports bar of the Riz Show, and home to St. Louis sports fans since 1990. From Villa Ridge, Audrey Slatton is